what was lost to the Witchlight, a little bit of a refresher because it's been an extra week since our last upload. We find ourselves standing outside of some bigger, more extravagant game stalls, where Ganta and Phil stand locked in an orange-related, I'm going to use the word debate.
He reaches into his Phil fanny pack, pulls out the oranges, and Ganta just... You don't have to roll insight. You can clearly see that there's it's not like disdain, it's concern on his face. And he kind of just looks at him.
You got to keep your vitamin C high. You see, back when I was in community college, we did a semester abroad, and I was on a ship called the Relation. And the problem with that is that when you're out on the high seas, you're not drinking a whole lot of oranges.
Fair. That's fair. I'll gladly take them. Thank you. And he'll start to proceed to take one of the oranges, put it on like a little toothpick that he has, and you see him eat it. He'll put the other ones away.
I'd like to roll an insight.
Go ahead.
What are you hoping to find?
The main thing I'm trying to see is, knowing he threw it away before to knowing he's eating it now, I'm looking for anything that would give me an inclination as to why. Broad spectrum. This is like broadband.
Okay.
Standing here is just behind him with his eyebrows raised.
A conflicting thing.
13.
13.
Dad, I'm gonna let you make the call because it would be against your character.
You remind me what you're looking for? Just why would, like, something you can piece together why he didn't eat him before? And...
Any of the dots that would click.
With a 13, I would say I'll let Phil choose between one of three. He may have just genuinely just didn't want to eat because he was stressed with everything happening. He genuinely just wasn't hungry. Or we'll say that this might be a kind of situation where he felt like obligated, more trusting. I'll leave that up to you.
You know, Mr. Granta, if oranges aren't quite your things, I know a lovely clementine, and there's some other citruses which are just absolutely sublime.
Oh, don't misunderstand me, Mr. Phil. I actually really enjoy oranges. It's one of my pastime favorite fruits. So you've done nothing wrong.
Well, good. So long as you're keeping your strength up, young man, I think we can find ourselves in a good situation here.
And this is like a regular orange slice. It's not like a whole thing.
No,
right?
it's just a slice of an orange.
Gotcha. Yeah, of course. Shall we go and catch up with the rest of them?
Absolutely. Hold on. I'm going to stick an orange peel in my mouth and just...
You're a funny man, Mr. Phil. You're a funny man.
Are we still planning on
Or I love you.
Are we still going to the carousel, or are we moving on to something else instead?
The carousel's still on Ganta's mind, but if the DM wants, we can just put it up to the table when we get there.
Carousel.
Carousel? Okay.
Okay.
In the famous words of an old friend of mine who, his name was Gin, he made wine, and he was a genuine kind of guy. Ride the pony.
Hello. Mind if I borrow you for just a second?
Sorry, what was that, Ganta?
Can I borrow you for just a second? And we'll all kind of walk in unison, but then after, I would imagine, I think we're like 40, 50 feet from the party. So maybe about 10, 15 feet. I'll just kind of like slow down my tempo.
What's going on?
Right. You look like you could use a pick-me-up as well. Here, Phil gave me these oranges. Help yourself.
Hero's gonna turn them over in his hand, and
there's nothing wrong with them, my friend.
Look of confusion, he's gonna pop it in his mouth and just be like, "Thanks."
Yeah. Here, have all of them. And he just slaps him, not like slaps, but like just like semi-aggressively in his hand, closes his fist, and walks off.
Look, Hero's just gonna take him and put him in his pack, looking after him knowingly. Is that Phil just like all up in everybody's business without being in everybody's business?
Out of it, you bitch!
Oh, okay.
It is. It is the same dad power that lets him know exactly who touched the thermostat when.
Oh.
It's a little thing that goes off. Anyway, so as I was saying, Mr. Norvian, I don't know how quite I feel good about being swung around too often. You know, it's not a terribly great feeling, but if there's ever a real good reason to wield a Granite Club, you go ahead and give me just like a heads up or a signal, and I'll go ahead and just kind of stiffen up here, and you can swing me to your heart's content. You ever do any, like...
As you're all walking, you feel the various curse-related afflictions that are afflicting you, affecting you, start to fade. Phil, you are no longer able to see this weird hulking shadow over Norvian. Ganta, you are no longer giving off these pheromones. Everything seems to, for the time being, return to normal as you walk up to the carousel. And for the third time this campaign, a procession of wooden unicorns stands motionless on a circular wooden platform. Fairgoers clamber onto the unicorns' backs, and a female centaur sets the ride in motion. The unicorns shake their manes and creak to life, cantering around the carousel to the delight of their riders.
Centaur, you say?
No. So, should we go off and do something else now?
Yeah, no, I kind of wanted to try out the carousel, take a relaxing moment for a second. We've been hustling and bustling and boots to the metal for quite some time. I'd like a second to just kind of,
I would too.
See, I heard there was
exhausting.
I heard there was a roller coaster, and I don't. From what somebody explained to me, like I don't know what those are, but they sound fun.
Oh no, that comes with a height requirement there, champ.
I'm like 5'11".
Let me rephrase. It comes with a temperature requirement there, champ.
Oh, okay. Rude.
Like the height of your temperature has to be kind of.
I can cool off.
Oh, so it's a choice.
Yes. Most of the time. Most of the time.
You know, I never did ask. What's your whole deal there?
What, with the fire?
Yeah, with the whole sparkly campfire thing going.
It's just kind of how fire genasi's are. I mean, I get hotter if I get angry or upset. Get a little bit colder if I'm sad and not feeling that great. And like when I'm just under control of my emotions, I can kind of just change it at will if need be. That's how I don't burn down everything I touch.
As you're having this conversation, a centaur with beautiful blue wings, wearing a blue and purple outfit top, is standing by the ticket booth, watching you.
Okay. What happened to relaxing time? Phil, did you have anything else to add to that?
Guys.
Yes, Mr. Ganta.
I really kind of want to go and try this carousel now.
I'm glad you're finally on board.
I'm hoping to be on. Never mind.
We're gonna need you to not
be on top.
We're gonna need you to not, Ganta.
Fine. We're almost done. I'm hoping to get out of here soon. You guys lead the way. I'll just.
Yeah, if you keep doing this, you might get Azul fired.
I haven't thought.
If you keep doing this, you may not be able to recover properly the next day. You know, 98% of all transmitted afflictions that afflict you happened because of just rushing and not preparing properly. You know, there's a saying, when you're going out in the rain, you wear a raincoat.
Unfortunately, you make too much sense.
It is
Fine.
fun to play in the
I
rain,
will-
though.
It is very fun to splash in the puddles.
Everyone loves to splash in the puddles till you get muddy, then it's a problem.
Centaur hear all of this?
Yes.
No. Oh, shit. She again? Fuck!
I saw your face light up, and I was like, "Oh, the Centaur can hear all of this."
Actually, I was
I'll
going
be
to
a good boy.
say, the mud won't be much of a problem. It is water off a swan's back.
That's not all, but okay.
That
Right.
being said,
What is
Pardon
your
me,
name, miss?
Miss.
Diana? Diana Coppington?
Miss Cloppington, gone to Dormont.
I'm Phil.
Phil, was it? Is he the one
That's-
that I've heard about with Featherain?
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of superstitions rolling around right now. That one might be true, but still.
I don't know if you used that word correctly, Phil.
You know, you may have me by the short and curlies there.
I'm a man of my word. Yes. If you've heard relations between me and Featherine, then yes, that is true.
I mean, to be fair, I think the whole carnival heard the relations between you and
There's
Featherine.
no point in hiding.
Everybody knows.
Nice to meet you, Ganta. Oh. We looking to ride the carousel?
Please and
yeah,
thank you.
we were just looking to take a spin of relaxation.
Oh, I'm already spinning.
I would like everyone to roll insight.
Okay.
Nat 20, baby!
Nat
Not 20 as well.
How many?
Nat 20s.
Jesus!
Our luck is gone. The rest of the session is going to be just
The rest is.
I don't have sound effects for everything yet.
Oh, we're taking fake curses for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's the thing that me and the DM were talking about. Like everyone has their own own natural one sound effect. I think I do have a D20 sound effect, but everyone's individual natural one sound effect is going to be unique to their character. So I get to put a whole bunch of natural 20 sound
That's
effects
fair.
in there.
I hope yours is a quack.
It is.
I don't think we're gonna get like a moment like that for a long time of just 3 Nat 20s right off the
I know
bat.
this is just for insight too, so.
Sit there, commemorate it.
I got a 16.
3 of you. Oh, 16. Okay. Phil, were you at or above a 15?
I was at 18. 16 plus 2.
Okay, so all of you can tell she's joking, she's having fun, she's laughing, but it doesn't quite reach her eyes. There's something sad about her. Like she's putting on a good show, but her heart's not completely in it.
My dear, is something bothering you?
Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. You're out to have fun, don't worry about little old me.
Well, it's a little too late for that, and it's supposed to be a relaxing time in this mystical world that we're in, and you don't seem to be having that. I think we can agree, since we rolled 3 natural 20s, I think we can all agree that you're not very good at hiding it, and something's bothering you, and I feel it. Go ahead.
Something helping
For
out
the risk
people all
of
day
not-
long.
For the risk of not being insensitive, I didn't want to ask why the long face there, but it pulls at the corners of your eyes.
You make me so happy, Phil.
Lost a friend a while back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Didn't really get to see them again in the manner I was expecting.
But you gotta see them, right?
It's complicated.
Trust me, if there's anything that I could tell you about this party is where a lot of complications all mixed into one that seem to make it work.
I hate to give the gentleman his due, but it is true. We are quite a ragtag brew.
We'd be happy to at least listen to your story.
I wouldn't want to bother you with all the details, after all.
Oh, it's a coworker.
You know, it's not a
It's
a
fine.
problem there. You know, I've had plenty of friends that come across in many different ways. You know, gnomes, dwarves, elves, centaurs, such as yourself. It's a
I'm not a centaur, young man. Just a human. I made a bad deal.
You, anyone
Yeah.
who looks at Gonta, you
Can I
immediately
roll a
can see this,
perception? Like, did I
sneering-
fuck up?
You can see like this sneering look on his face. He's still in a good mood, but he's like, "Fucking goddamn Pax."
Wait. So it was described as a centaur, not a centaur.
It wasn't born a centaur.
I have a
So-
question about centaur birth cycles. That's for later.
She got turned into a centaur based on the description just given. To clear that up.
Someone remind me about centaurs in the post-mortem. I have questions. Continue.
Okay.
Come up with some more.
She looks like she wants to say more, but hesitates.
So, If you're-
Go ahead.
if you're not a centaur and you made a bad deal, is it too much of a imposition to ask what seems to have happened?
I want to tell you, I really do, but I'm not quite sure what'll happen.
You know, we can play a game of Pictionary or charades. If you can't say it out loud, I know that's.
Can I cast message?
Yes.
Can I cast message on her, asking if, saying this might be a safer way for communication?
Go ahead. In response,
Alright.
I'm gonna let you have this one because we are not in combat.
Oh, okay.
Also, it drives the plot forward, and I like good plot.
Okay.
Massive plot.
Thing.
So yeah,
For
she's
the
gonna hear.
plot.
She's gonna hear a hero's voice in her head. If this is a safer way for communication, we can help you out. Just tell me here.
I honestly don't know, but I can try. I once sought out Granny Nightshade, and as soon as Hero, you hear the words Granny Nightshade in your head, she starts violently coughing. It sounds extremely painful as tree sap starts to leak out of her mouth as if it is suffocating her.
I immediately go and try to do the whole like pat on the back. Here's some water, because I didn't hear any of this just happening. So it's like in my mind, Gonta's just like maybe she's just like sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I just immediately just go and like here's my water skin. Pat her on the back. So are you okay? Are you okay? What happened? What happened? You okay? Get it out. Get it out. Get it all out. Victoria, you got a bucket or something.
I'm fine. There's something not right at the Witchlight.
We've gathered that.
If you ask the unicorns, they can tell you more. I can probably close this place down for maintenance here as soon as this round gets off. Go ahead and stand back there by that the ribboned pole over there, and I'll get everything cleared out for you.
Are you sure? We wouldn't want to impose.
I know it's a lot to ask because I just met you, but I'm gonna need you to trust me.
Guys?
Well, you know what they say. Anyone who hasn't tried to kill you is on a good track to be a good friend. Alrighty. And I'm going to select a horse at random.
We gotta wait long.
Yeah, she has to wait. So
Wait.
as
Bill.
Oh, my bad. My
He
bad.
just starts getting up on the carousel.
just Sparta kicking a child off the back of a unicorn so that he can have his own little seat.
This is Witchlight.
All right.
No,
As
your
every-
place trash.
Yeah, fuck them
Everyone
kids.
exits giggling and laughing. Obviously blissfully unaware of the conversation that has just taken place probably about 20 feet from them. As she ropes off the entrance and puts up an under maintenance sign, Ganta, she hands you a bucket full of gold paint and a small paintbrush.
I have got to get the paint. Wait a minute.
Ganta, sir, I'd be careful with that. Some paint is lead-based if it's made after, 827 AD. So we're going to go ahead and have to make sure that's tested before we apply it to anything. Just be mindful.
Yeah, I'll
Keep
get
your
right
day
on
job
that.
at home.
Yeah.
I'll get right on that. My dear Diane, why would I have this? Like, what does this mean?
Go look at the plaque in the middle of the carousel.
I'll go to
Tell
look
you
over.
everything that we can. And you
Plaque?
see an old bronze plaque. You're not close enough. It is a relatively large plaque, but you're about 20 feet away, so you're not quite close enough to read it yet.
As we're walking over, I'm gonna cast message on Norvian, and ask him, does the name Granny Nightshade mean anything to you?
Do I have
Got
to
it.
roll for that?
Remind me. I'm sorry. Who were you asking?
Norvian.
Go ahead and roll, yeah.
I was figured he has the most information about closest to
Yeah.
Feywild. We don't have a Lathier.
None of us have any idea
What am I
what's
rolling
happening.
for again?
You are rolling history.
Okay.
Yeah, we have no idea that this is happening.
Yep. No, I do not want to say that name out loud again. Does
18.
not seem like
18. You have not heard of Granny Nightshade specifically, but the name is very similar to nicknames that you heard various hags take in the studies that you did for your education as a prince.
So I haven't exactly heard the name, but I think it's probably something related to hags. I don't know if that helps at all or not.
I'm going. Let's read the plaque first. Actually, we're gonna read the plaque first.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Hero, this seems to be more your area expertise. I don't have that quite of a dexterous hand for painting, so I'm gonna give Hero the bucket and paintbrush.
It's not my favorite color, but it will do. Anybody want to read the plaque, or am I going to read the plaque?
But you said you were gonna read it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I gave you the paint.
He was gonna walk up with the paint and read the plaque. That says,
It's long. It's a long, not really riddle, more of a poem. But the gist is, name the unicorns correctly, and they'll tell you their secret.
okay.
All right, so
Name
what
the
are the
unicorn.
unicorns?
When
So
you go
we-
over to the carousel, there are 4 pairs of unicorns on this carousel. So
4
8
pairs,
unicorns
8
total.
Okay.
Each
All right.
unicorn has a tag for the name. However, the first unicorn in the pair will have, and these aren't always like 1 and 2. So one unicorn out of the pair will have its name, while the other unicorns only has 1 or 2 letters.
Okay. So,
Okay.
and is the paint the same color as the letters that are already existing? Okay. So it looks like some maintenance work. Anybody got any? Well, Ventura, you're from here. Like, is this? Would you know the names of these rides or these unicorns?
Oh, I've done it once.
Let me guess. You don't know their names because you were drunk.
No, I was blacked out.
Okay. Yep. That checks.
Are you blacked out now?
You'll figure that out when I do a history check.
You're only doing a history check if you're blacked out because of condition-induced memory.
He's
Am I
trying to
blacked
find a
out
fake curse because he wants to see the new effect.
Let's say I'm blacked out now.
He wants a fake curse so bad.
He wants one.
Roll history. You know, you
I've
can
got my-
just
I got
ask
my
for
pencil.
a fake curse. You don't have to make
I
up
can.
a reason to have a fake curse.
Fakers, please.
Not even a number,
2806.
Yep, I just put it down.
Just put it in there. Put it in there.
As soon as he says fake curse, please, boom.
Boom. Green.
This is dumb. You're doing this on purpose. You're just doing this to give me more work.
Yes.
Let's see, what is my key?
By the way,
Oh.
while he's doing that, the paint you gave me, or you gave Ganta that he gave me.
She's gone.
Oh no, just the paint. Like I'm asking the DM, the paint
Okay.
that we have. Is it magical paint or is it just normal paint?
You can insight check it. You can perception check it. Actually, no. Give me Arcana.
I was gonna say I can just cast detect magic.
You can also do that.
Can I just cast detect magic?
You can make your own choice.
Do I have
Free
to roll?
will.
Do I have
And
to roll
Jeremy.
anything for detect magic? I don't think so on this one.
No, you don't have to roll anything for detect
Nope.
magic. However, it only gives you the school of magic, and if there is magic.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there is magic. So yeah, I cast detect magic on the paint.
Is it magical paint or not?
It's not magical paint.
Damn.
So this means you can't huff it there.
Oh, no, I-
Wiener.
No, staff of the mule maker. I was gonna be like, oh hey, can I use this paint for my staff? That would
Alright,
have just
Lenny.
taken them.
What'd you get, Lenny? Lena?
Well, I rerolled a 5 into a 12.
Okay.
You do not remember you were still blacked out.
Nice!
Your DC was 16.
Oh, what a
Oh,
so
wiener.
close. So close. Oh,
That
Yep.
being said, roll a D100 for me. While the rest of you, are you looking at the first pair of unicorns, the second pair, the third, or the fourth?
Oh, wait, he's got the shit-eating grin.
What did you roll?
100 is the 0 and 2 zeros, right?
Yeah.
I got 100, baby.
I do too! Yeah!
You believe you are the world's greatest bard.
Let's
You are
go!
not.
Oh, I'm so happy. You got the same, dude. I think that's twice you've gotten the same rolls I've gotten on the fakers.
Ventura takes a swig,
Oh shit!
Oh no.
and then he starts busting it down dirty.
This bunny just starts twerking.
Ventura,
No.
what you doing, mate?
I think he's practicing his paladin work for the oath of throwing it back, I believe.
You know,
I
this
get the
seems very
reference.
familiar. I hate to bring it up, Ganta, but this seems very familiar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah?
Shopping cart.
Yeah,
Shopping
you
cart.
just spinning like a top all over the carnival?
Shopping cart.
Doesn't ring a bell, my friend.
Round
No?
10.
Okay.
No.
You blacked out too. Cool. Good to know.
I'm gonna go inspect the third pair of
I'm
unicorns.
gonna walk on to the fourth.
One unicorn is named Stone. All you can see is that the second unicorn's name begins with an M and ends with an S.
Oh, perfect. That's the greatest one for Phil to find.
Oh, perfect.
I do know this
what-
quite well.
What's the fourth one?
The fourth one, the name reads Stitch, and the second to last letter is N on the second unicorn.
I'll take the first pair.
How many letters?
On the third pair and the fourth pair, it is both 4 letters. On the first pair, it is also 4 letters. That one begins with a B, and the first unicorn is named Fortune.
So
my
fortune
God.
blank. Right.
What was the hint for the? What was the?
I know
Third
Gaunt
one,
does,
the
but I'm
name?
not there, and I'm not gonna do it.
What was that, Spencer?
Sorry, what was for the third row? The first one you said. What was the hint for the name for that one?
One unicorn is named Stone.
Yes.
The other one is a 4-letter name that begins with an M as in Mary and ends with an S as in Sam.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry.
All right. So, what exactly are we supposed to be doing? Are we supposed to just figure out this other unicorn's name? Do we have any kind of reference points? Do we have anything to go off of?
Ganta, what does yours say?
It says fortune on the one on the left, and on the right it says something with a B, and then it just trails off. Not entirely sure. What do we?
Okay.
It's just wild
Phil-
guesses. Like
Phil,
what?
Phil,
do we
what
have
does yours
something?
say? Phil's, what does yours say?
My horse here, my unicorn here, is named Stone, and the second one there is an M blankety blankety S.
Okay. And sorry, remind me of the fourth one.
That is going to be the unicorn Stitch and blank, blank, and blank.
Somebody go check the second one.
What you doing, mate?
Irvian, can you go check the second unicorn, please?
Yes, I'm gonna go look at the second unicorn.
The first one is named Fall. The second is a 5-letter name. The first 2 letters are PR.
ER.
Mhm.
Perfect.
P is in penguin, R is in rhinoceros.
So they're in pairs, so my thought is that they're connected somehow.
Yeah, they're connected to the floor and the ceiling there by that pole in the middle.
Yeah, I thought the
I
same thing.
meant metaphorically, you...
Yeah, I think he means thematically. The names probably relate to each other in some way.
So is it like a play on words, like kind of like a riddle?
Well, so I want to get everybody else's opinion. Gantas, I think I might know yours, and this might get us on the right thinking track. There's the old saying of fortune favors the bold.
I've heard it. I mean, it would fit. I just don't know. We would have to scrape off the paint if we mess it up again. And
I mean, it's a place to start. If we can find out that they're connected through sayings or in some way, that would be a place to begin at.
I wouldn't put it past this place.
I'd give it some thought. I'd say go ahead and give it a little community college try.
Once
Lead the
you're
way,
done, I
Painter.
think I have another
So,
one.
I'm gonna walk up to the first unicorn, the one without the name, and fill out in a nice painter slash OLD next to the B.
Nothing really happens, but you feel a positive energy radiating from this wooden unicorn.
All right, guys. So I think on that note, I think I might have one. We have fall and PR, and you're talking about sayings. Maybe pride comes before the fall.
So we just run over to Norvians. Because in my mind,
Well-
like it's like staggered. So like, here's some unicorns, here's some bears, here's some dogs, here's some deers, unicorns, bears, dolphins.
Yeah.
They're like.
So
That
Gant is
depends.
trying to run in a circle. Oh, Azul, have you, are you still dancing on the ground, or are you running around the carousel with the rest of the people?
I'm dancing. I'm doing the Peter
We've
Parker.
lost them. We've
Okay.
lost
He's
them.
a maniac,
Spider-Man.
maniac on the floor.
I'm gonna head over. I'm gonna head over to the second set of unicorns and put in RIDE for Pride Before the Fall.
The same thing happens as when you filled in OLD. Nothing
Okay.
visible occurs, but there is an extremely positive, promising feeling.
So we have Stone, with an M blank blank S. I think
Now, you said they're all connected thematically, right?
I believe so. That's what seems to be going
And-
on here.
One name connects to the other, correct?
Mm-hmm. And some kind of old saying that we've all heard a million times.
Well, you know, there's one that caught my ear when you guys started making connections, and this one here kind of reminds me of something we used to say about a buddy of mine who worked himself into an early grave. A rolling stone collects no moss.
Okay, let's go with
It's a
that.
4-letter word.
I'll head over.
See Harley?
Ignoring these fucks. I'll head over and put OS in between the M and the S.
The same positive feeling
Okay.
surrounds you, even though nothing happens.
So we got Stitch. We have an it's blank blank N blank, correct?
That is correct. Sorry, I thought you were talking to them, not me.
No, I had to confirm. Okay.
My
Okay, so
old-
we did
my old bardism's kicking in. I keep like getting in groove with Ventura.
everything. At this point, those two are just all fucking off. Like, who would? I tried to look at Phil. Like, who
Sorry, you
would've
got this,
thought
mate. We believe in you.
Who would have thought that Gonto was the one who would fuck off?
You know, he needs to blow off some steam. I feel
Yeah,
like the young man needs a chance to kind of let go.
He seems way too stressed.
All you hear is
yeah.
clapping.
He also
My hands are in the air, so
I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling inspired by Ventura's performance.
Okay, so we just have this last one that I looked at. It's Stitch with 2 blanks, an N, and a blank.
won't stitch, can't stitch, don't stitch.
Snitches get stitches? No, I don't think
Yeah,
that would
that's
be
what
it.
I was thinking, but I don't think that fits.
No, it does not.
Stitch in, stitch out? No. Pond? No. Fans? No.
Ooh. I'm really stuck on this one. Like, we got through the other 3, I feel like, really fast.
Well, you know, that's kind of how it all breaks down eventually, is you get good at something, then you get bad at it real quick.
My brain's like mind, but mind stitch doesn't make sense. There's no saying that I
What
can think of.
Gonto walks by. He's like, "You guys still working on this one?"
Yeah, do you
What
want to help?
Yeah, sure. What does it say?
Stitch.
Remind me what it says. Stitch.
It says Stitch on one, and the other one is 2 blanks, the letter N, and then a blank, and they're
Oh.
connected by
I'll just confidently just kind of skiddy back over towards Ventura. It's like, "Oh, it's
Skiddy.
Stitch in time."
that
No,
makes so much sense.
wait, N or M?
N is in Nancy.
Oh. A Stitch
They're
in
literally-
time.
That's a fork part, buddy.
Isn't
But,
it-
Chad? Actually, no. Hero, go ahead and roll straight intelligence for me.
Ooh.
That sounded like a fearful. Oh.
Is it
Look,
gonna be
even
another
though
fake curse?
I'm gonna
Even
say
though
this.
Look, we rolled high, now it's gonna be a low.
Anyone who wants to and could hear Ganta, roll straight intelligence for me.
I think we all heard.
Look, my guy's charismatic, not smart. All right.
19 plus.
Phil, that is
I'm-
enough.
Okay, then I'm not taking a fake curse on the net one.
That's already, my friend. I was like, "Oh, here it comes."
Timestamp
However-
it. Timestamp it right now. Timestamp.
Take a fake curse on this.
Oh, I was so mad when you said, "Yeah, that's enough," because I saw that shit-eating face.
That was a now one.
Oh man.
While Phil, you understand that the word time will not fit, you do think back to the thing that your father used to tell you was a stitch in time saves 9.
Hey there,
Wait,
Mr.
is
Mr.
that a
Hero.
saying?
Can I, real quick,
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
and I'm going to start to reach out and put an N-I-E.
As you do this, all 3 unicorns seem to animate. They toss their still wooden manes around. They whinny, they bray, they paw at the earth. They look questioningly over at Ventura and Ganta. And then they still
Wait.
again. But as you look at each unicorn, all five of you start to hear a voice in the back of your head. Tell me which pair you're looking at.
I am.
Stone
I would imagine
moss.
I'm still like Beyblading around, and I'm gonna finagle my way back to Fortune and Bold.
I'll look at Fall and Pride.
Still in moss.
I will take
All right, Ventura, we
Four.
had our fun. Time to get back to work.
9.
All right. I'm just bobbing my head as I'm walking.
I love how you had the same thing with me with just being a bar. You just become a fucking breakdancer.
I mean, he's more strip club than breakdancer, but sure.
Okay. Which one are you
The
looking
best
at?
moves ever.
We have one person at each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only three pairs hold secrets. The first pair just says thank you.
Okay, that's me.
The second pair says the coven no longer has the stolen items.
That's me.
The third pair says that Zabilna has the power to restore the party's stolen property.
Can you repeat the first one for me, please?
Thank
The
you.
coven no longer has the stolen items.
Okay.
The second one is Zabilna has the power to restore the party's stolen items.
Okay.
Okay.
And
You two have the
last-
loudest fucking keyboards.
Fuck you, I'm muting.
Oh,
I did it on
look!
purpose.
Some quiet!
And the last one?
The last one. The three hags have seized control of Zabilna's domain and split it among them. Together, these hags form the Hourglass Coven. I would like all of you to roll nature.
Aw.
Ooh.
Do I have a plus?
+2.
That's pretty good.
19.
19
14.
as well.
Anyone who rolled above a 15, and this is information that you can share with your party, knows that if you bow to unicorns, they view it as a sign of respect, and often that will put you in their favor.
Bow your head.
All right, did anyone else find anything? I just got a
Grace.
nice thank you
Ev-
letter. Anybody else find
Ganta,
anything?
Ganta, take a second and bow your head, please.
I'm just rocking out while bowing.
And as
Are you
all
sure?
of you bow, a voice rings through all of your heads. It's the same one you've been hearing for the unicorns, but this time all of you can hear the same voice. The hags' names are Bavlorna Blightstraw, Skabatha Nightshade, and Endolin Moongrave. Norvian, please remember that you heard Dana Coppington say that she talked to Granny Nightshade before she was cut off.
Can you repeat
No.
the names one more time, please?
I was
will
gonna say,
mute so you don't hear the clacky clacks.
I heard
Click, clack, clack.
about Granny Nightshade. I asked
Got
Norvian
it,
about it.
yes, he did a check on that.
Yeah.
The hags' names are Bevlorna Blightstraw, Skabatha Nightshade, and Endolin Moongrave. And their splintered realms are called Hither, Thither, and Yon. The coven is so riddled with distrust that each hag is convinced that her sisters are plotting against her.
You know, I think it's just about time we drill to the bedrock of this here situation. We have Mr. Hero.
I don't think we're gonna find out more here, and we still got to finish out the day.
Oh no, not here, no. But sometimes when you want to go ahead and catch a snake, you don't do it by the tail.
I'm just more interested in the fact that we heard all of this from these unicorns. Like, why specifically this message? Was this just waiting for somebody to handle on their own? Are we special in some kind of way? It just sounds to me like anybody who went to school could just answer these questions, and maybe they would have gotten the same thing. So it had to mean something.
The only reason we got this option was because I talked in her head to the centaur, and
you did?
She told me about Granny Nightshade.
I'm sorry, who?
The centaur? The one who let us in here?
No. I quite remember Miss Diana Danica.
Yeah, I forgot her name. No, she let us in here after mentioning Granny Nightshade. That's when she mentioned Granny Nightshade is when she started coughing up all the sap.
Granny Nightshade, you say?
Which is the same as the one of the hags that the unicorns just mentioned. I think it was more trust that got us here than it was luck.
My ears are so erect.
As you look over, both giant bunny ears are straight upright. Like you can almost see them pulsing.
Careful, mate. You're gonna poke somebody's eyes out with that.
He's not tall enough. Don't worry.
Well, I might sneeze and just stab my eyes out.
I mean, with the ears, he's about 5'8", so he could probably hit you in the chest.
Skill issue, mate.
With everything that's going on, I honestly think let's see if we can collect any more information. But before the day is out, we should talk to Witch and Light about finding a way to these hags.
Oh, I quite believe we can get some answers out of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light if we apply a little bit of pressure.
Pressure?
So a dance battle, you say?
We talked to them before, and they really didn't reveal a whole to us. Like, we haven't really fixed much here. We fixed the carousel, and we helped out with Pasha. But
So,
Ganta, this might be news to you. You don't save something in a day.
That's true. Still, though,
unless it's leftovers.
I never leave leftovers. But
I agree with him.
As we all have leftovers in our bag.
It's
I got leftovers in my flask.
It's not leftovers. I made them specifically for travel. Anyways, we've already done so much for this carnival and for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, and we still didn't get anywhere. What makes you think that this time's going to be any different?
Oh, well, you see, I don't know if you know this about me quite yet, but come in closer. Closer still. I'm gonna boop his nose very gently.
The camera.
All you fear are my heels tickling your chest. Because I also got closer.
I'm a very persuasive gentleman. So
You want, Gonzo, we all know you want more answers.
I do. I just don't know if we can have that leverage over Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, are the ones who are controlling all of it, especially Mr. Witch. He's the one that seems to be in charge of all of it.
we have leverage,
We do?
gentlemen. We have leverage
How?
right here.
You look
I
at
mean, no
Phil
offense,
in his
Mr. Phil.
full fruit-hatted carnival peacock tail showgirl bikini.
Mr. Phil, with no disrespect, take away the bikini, you would look just like a regular traveler.
Well, you know, to get me out of my bikini, you're gonna have to buy me a few drinks first. But I meant this, and I'm gonna pop off my fruit hat and shake the Witchlight Carnival Monarch crown out.
What is
As
that?
Phil shakes the crown, he catches a golden crown that falls out of the hat. This is one of the most magnificent items you've ever seen. The gold is intricately woven around each other, coming to very gentle peaks as golden butterflies fly around the tips of this crown.
Back, demon!
This is the crown of the Witchlight monarch, an integral part of the Witchlight carnival, and you cannot hold. Azul, you would know this simply because you work here. You cannot hold the Witchlight monarch ceremony without this crown.
Phil, I like what you're going, but I don't know what that is. It just looks like a really fancy ass hat.
I gasp.
So, the young Harrigan rabbit feller there is actually right to be quite surprised. What happens at the end of the night there, Mr. Gonta? No, Mr. Norvian, do you remember what happens at the end of the night?
We go to sleep and maybe get lucky?
He's not wrong. What happens at the end of the carnival?
This is why we don't bring nobles along.
You don't look like a
Witchlight
noble.
monarch crowning.
And what do you need to crown somebody?
Well, you need the.
You
Mr.
need the thing.
Put it away. Put it away, mate.
Oh.
Maybe back it
Jesus.
goes.
So
That's-
I'll do a very very quick if DM allows perception check to see if anybody saw that. I know the ride's been, but we are still standing in the middle of a carousel.
On one that's closed down for maintenance.
The ride has been closed down for maintenance. This is not something that is you have privacy. It is very obvious that Diana Cloppington did not want most people to know about the unicorn puzzle.
Okay. So is it
And
kind of
if-
like one of those like tented kind of in maintenance things? Gotcha. Okay. So it's a covered tent. Gotcha. Okay.
And that's
So
not all.
I'll still do like a quick look around because he's skittish.
That's not even all of it that we got. I've got the rest of it right here.
And I immediately
That's not
look
a-
down at your junk.
A little higher. My gentlemen, my eyes are up here.
Your fanny pack. What about it?
No, this, and I'm gonna pull out the little box. It is a
You see a very small, very intricate chest, almost like, for those D&D nerds out there, a minifigure. It is inlaid with what is supposed to be gold, jewels, and it has this very ominous feeling to it. If this thing were real, it would be extremely valuable.
And please tell me you didn't take that from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light?
Do you want me to say that and mean it?
You took it. How did this happen? What did you do?
I'm going to assume you have a plan with all of this.
I'm not against the idea. I'm not mad. I can't be because of mechanics. But what? How did this happen? Like, what did you do while we were looking for you while you were gone?
Well, while you were getting your ruffle feathers and a tussie there, I was out here mongoosing my way into the nights.
It's funny because I saw it.
Yeah, I did too.
So
Okay.
so while you were mongoosing, what does that actually? Oh, my head is spinning. But I'm happy about it. What did you do?
Well, you see, I overheard Mr. Witch and Mr. Light having a bit of a tizzy. More of a Donnybrook, to be honest. They were going quite at it. Like a quarrelsome group of lovers. So I decided to mongoose my way into their accompaniments and pilfer through their goods for the sake of all things that were just curious. And, well, I found a thing or two. I took a thing or two, and if they want a thing or two back, they'll have to tell us a thing or two.
You're just like your greatest bard ever. I also like to pilfer things from my flask.
Downs. Can
It sounds like he has a plan.
it is a plan. Strangely
Oh,
enough, I like it.
I haven't even told you my plan yet.
I think you have to like everything, don't you?
I do,
So,
and I'm happy about it. Yay!
Yeah, you are.
see, here's my thoughts. we have something they need. We have at least two things they want and one thing they absolutely need. For some reason or other, there are some shenaniganery going on here and abouts. And while I am a good purveyor and enjoyer of shenanigans, I will not be shenaniganed against my will.
Can
I,
I ask you, Phil? Can I ask you a question?
By all means.
What made you go searching for stuff?
You know, young man, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. And to answer that question,
a reminder.
no.
He's just not gonna tell me. All right.
Well, I can explain that for him. If he shenaned once, he can shenan again.
You know, that's the truth.
I've done it myself.
All right. All right. Everybody together.
So I like this idea because I'm forced to. But let's say I didn't, and I wanted to actually look at this through a meticulous and strategic way. We have something that they want. What is the ultimate thing that we want?
Anta, if you want the answer to that, you're gonna have to start trusting some people.
Look, I'm under the influence to enjoy everything, not to be forced to trust everything that makes me enjoyed under this circumstance.
You know,
Then I don't think you want a question of what you want back.
You know, that's a question I actually have been meaning to ask there. Mr. Gonta, where does your distrusting nature come from? You know, the both of you, where does your distrusting nature come from? You, young man, don't seem to trust just about anybody. And then you, Mr. Hero there, you have a spitefulness against nobility. I've heard you mention in crosstalk, and you shot some dirty looks to Mr. Norvian there. Has he done something to offend you in particular, or is it just a general disdain?
Are you going first, or am I going first?
I
just thought we both were going to answer him and just move on.
Well,
you ain't got to answer me quite yet and now. But that's, I think,
I'm a man of my word that I told you earlier. Keep your secret. You said that you would respect the idea if I keep mine. I'm calling in that favor.
Duly noted, and well paid. Then I will ask for.
I will tell you this as an olive branch of my attempt to build potential trust. I had an amazing childhood, not an amazing adulthood.
I can understand that bit.
And I'll leave it at that. You don't have to roll. You see Gonta kind of tug at his chef's knife for just a second.
Blocked.
Plot.
Write that down. Write that down.
Hero's gonna refuse to answer. You just see him cross his arms and stare you down. So are we moving on to something else?
How does his temperature fluctuate?
Oh, it is cold right now. No, well, normal, I guess. Normal is cold for him. So are we moving on to something else, or are we gonna sit here and talk all day?
So here's the plan. We find Mr. Witch and Light, somehow get them secluded to themselves, and then we make a demand.
So we act normal until we get close to the Witchlight Monarch crowning, when they're gonna need what we have. And
Like
then
a
ask
good
for an audience.
stew, you gotta let it simmer and then kind of layer and collect itself.
Right.
Or I could just dance battle them, because I'm the best.
We'll call that Plan B.
Got it. Best plan for last.
So we're gonna
Safety
move on.
net.
We're gonna move on to something else, so we don't keep doing weird things around the carnival and people get more attention on us. We're gonna go do another attraction.
Oh, we still need to figure out what it is that we want.
Mr. Norvian, you're going to be part of Plan B. How are your dance moves?
Not better than mine.
Serviceable.
I like the idea. I think it actually has some merit, and I think it would actually work.
Yeah, no, dance battles.
I know what I want. What does the collective want? Because we might be in a position where we could have to choose between what we all want, the individual wants.
Well, we can always just ask, Mr. Hero, what do you want out of this?
Like my color back.
So I was right.
Two things.
I never
One-
said you were wrong.
I think they're called Afro-Americans, and I don't think we can go ahead and own those anymore. I think there's a rule against it.
Yeah, that was emancipated back in 207. We're way past.
I'm talking about my sight. I can't see color, and I would like that ability back. It makes painting rather hard.
So I was right to give you that paint to see how you would.
Yeah, I've just learned to live with it as much as I can. It's not as bright, but
Wait,
My intention wasn't to try to put you on the spot, my friend. I wasn't entirely sure.
you know,
What is
just
it?
like some others, I don't like being on the spot.
you can't see color.
That's a true friend. That's a true American boy.
Yeah, for the people.
So it's
Equality for all.
So it
Azul's
seems
just
that it-
over in the corner here going,
Racism. It'll get you far.
look. Oh my god.
Racism.
All right. Jesus.
And then for such a long time.
Look,
Mr.
from the
Norvian,
No, go ahead.
yes. What is it you want? You know, I've spent some time with the other gentlemen, but I've never gotten a chance to quite sit down with you.
So, I mean, I don't think Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are going to be able to give us what we want based on what we just learned. I think they're just going to be a means to an end to help us get on that process. But if you're talking about what I lost, it just seems like everybody lost something. Just people don't seem to be treating me with the respect that they used to, including some people in this group, and I'm going to look over to Hero just a little bit.
It was never there to begin with. Don't worry.
No love lost between those areas.
Ooh.
So I have to ask: Are you? You're not kidding us. You're not bullshitting us. You legit are a member of the royal family.
Spencer,
Yeah,
I'd
I-
like to remind you that you do carry a ring. It was either a ring or a pendant that proves your rank, as well as a scroll of pedigree.
It was a ring and a scroll of pedigree. So I will pull those out and say I wouldn't have these if I was making it up, now would I?
Can I do a history
I-
check to recognize the brand?
Yep.
Being the adventuring thing, maybe some people have come to the Hearth every once in a while.
You know, Mr. Norvian, I have sold and made granite for kings and killers and paupers and princes.
18.
And I can tell you which ones I like the most. The ones that are the kindest.
As you look at this thing, the work is
Crest, not brand, sorry. Crest.
the work on this item is immaculate.
So it's authentic.
This is not something that a common, like, you've never seen one of these before. You now understand the ones you've seen were cheap replicas. This item feels like you would get in trouble for holding it. It is meant for people of status that high.
I'm going to ask the obvious question here. Did you steal this?
No. No, I did not steal this.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Just-
Norvian, we're going to do versus. You're not lying, so you're going to roll persuasion.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna look over at Phil and like, is there such thing as a kind noble?
So I rolled a 1.
Well,
Do you want to fake curse it, or do you want to keep it?
I think this is vaguely important, so I'm gonna re-roll it with a
Fake.
fake.
Let's go!
yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
Fakers number 2.
When it comes to a kind
14.
noble, it's often more about the person. I had one king who always used to requisition the same granite countertop every year right around springtime. Now, he could have kept my work for decades, but always found a reason that it chipped or stained or needed a larger scope or anything along those quite lines, but always had me back and always invited me to have a seat at his table. And then I've had kings that challenge my work and ask for discounts. So it's often you judge a person not by the content of their crown, but rather the creation of their character, I think is what it boils down to.
I get you. There's good and bad
Here-
people in every class.
Hero's not going to respond, but he's going to look very annoyed that Phil's actually making sense about this topic. Just
Let me get the kid line. I hate you.
You're not my real dad.
you're not my real dad. Okay, sorry.
Ganta looks at your crest and your ring and hands it back to you. Kind of nods and takes a couple steps back. Right, so you're just looking for what exactly? Are you just trying to get back home so you can rule? Are you trying to find something like some of us are? Like, what is your end goal here?
Well, if I may guess, Mr. Norvian,
Yes, go ahead.
would it be too far terribly off base to guess that you're looking for that sense of belonging? If you're looking to be respected as you once were,
I wouldn't say so much belonging, just almost like I have something, feel like I have something to prove now, even if it's just with you all.
With the eyes. Just,
I can promise you got nothing to prove to me.
no,
I would like you all to roll insight. Norvian, this is for not you. This is for what they can tell about you. I'm going to let you decide how difficult this is. A 10 is about average. Most people could pull this off. So that's up to you. Nat 1.
15.
15.
14, 15, 15, 1.
I think anything above 12 is probably
I'm going to
fine.
keep
I don't
it
think
because
I'm
of
hiding
storytelling
it.
aspects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those of you who passed, Norvian, you said 12? So 12 or
Yeah, I
above.
don't think I'm hiding it particularly well.
12 or above. He's not lying, but he's not telling you the whole truth.
Okay.
Permission to treat the suspect as
This is
hostile.
hostile.
What color are my underpants?
What color are his underpants?
Good question. You're not wearing it.
Exasperated. Just gonna hear hero. God, that's a hard sentence to say. Guys, I'm honestly saying we need to move on soon, or a bunch of strangers coming out of a bunch of non-workers coming out of a tent for maintenance is gonna look weird.
One worker.
We don't know if he counts anymore.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Let's go ahead and wiggle boogie on the way over.
Oh,
Okay.
let's not forget about Miss Diane. We gotta just let her know that I'm
Before
assuming we
leave,
fixed everything.
Norvian, please roll a D100 for me.
Oh yeah.
Take her thing, baby. Take
Yeah.
hers.
I hope
What's
you
the
get 100 too. We get dance battle.
Please be 100. It's not gonna be,
80.
but please be 100.
It's an 80. 80.
80.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so hard. Yeah.
80. 80 on the fake curses. Woo! Yes!
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
At the end of the session, your character goes on a drunken bender. You start the next session with no memory of what you did while drunk. You wake up with a massive hangover.
He's gonna be me.
Okay, so nothing this time. It impacts next time.
So is it like from this moment forward, he's just not going to remember?
No, so
Hey,
what I
Session-
am,
in
what I
between
am going
sessions.
to do, technically it is in between sessions, but with the way this session transition is going to work is going to get weird. So I will say, Norvian, the first time we take a long rest,
Okay.
He's
you
gonna
will-
wake up cuddling Ventura.
It's not
Not
like
the
it would
first
be
time
the first
someone's done that.
time.
No.
Hey,
Or the last.
or the last. Yeah.
The Leaning Tower of Ventura.
Yeah, that's about what it sounded like.
For who?
Alright.
Me or them?
Right, so we're going. I guess we double check, make sure we didn't leave anything,
Oh, well,
and we
yeah,
go
talk
talk to the centaur chick lady and
I
give
want to
her
go on the
an
roller
update.
coaster. I want to go on the roller coaster. No, I'm just kidding.
Just for your knowing pleasure, so you can decide the two things you want to do with the feasting orchard and the roller coaster. The feasting orchard is right across from the carousel. You can see it from the entrance. The mystery mines are on the other side of the.
Fine. We'll be useful with our time.
I'm
All
not
right, you
saying
two
that.
Nancy boys, go ahead and step aside. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself into this eating contest. You two can go ahead and try to keep up. It's gonna be a hell of a day for you. I brought my stretchy pants.
So I have in my notes. Gonta wants more information on the feasting forest.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. Because
So if you want to DM, if you want to do like a little expo dump or like a quick 2-minute thing, because I know we're kind of pressed for time today. If you want to, it's perfectly fine.
So the feasting forest, you will see when you get there.
Okay.
what's her name first?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I brought my stretchy pants for no reason or all reasons. We're going ham here, boys. I hope you can keep up with me.
And
I think we're
Bill,
going cake.
We can do that. We just need to let the centaur
Go
lady
ahead.
know what we fixed and go from there.
Keep up, boys. It's gonna be a long time away from here.
You
Like-
guys go. I'll take care of the centaur.
Sure, I'll accompany you.
as the vast majority of you make your way towards the feasting orchard, you can see music and mirth radiate from this park. The heady scent of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. Stilt walkers pluck fruit from trees, musicians drum, pipe, and strum, and everywhere there is singing, dancing, and an inordinate amount of custard.
I hope you boys are ready to.
You walk up
No.
to Diana Coffee. What are you saying?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for that. I think we got the information we needed. I'm not going to push any further for safety.
I appreciate that.
I hope one day we can get this figured out for everybody. You're not the only one who's different.
Are you willing to shake on it?
Willing to shake on it.
She holds out her hand,
It's a hero's promise.
and as you shake her hand, you feel something binding, as you have just made a fey pact.
Woo!
Nice.
I'm fine with that. All right.
I'm gonna salute her as I leave.
Wait, are you with them or are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Roll
I'm
that.
all.
Hey, roll dexterity for me, Ventura.
Bam!
He still thinks he's the greatest bard.
Yes, he does.
9.
You trip over your bunny feet, and then she kind of looks down at you and is. I really
Take care of
thought
this
that
one.
They, really thought they launched the Pixie Kingdom up after last time. Didn't have to talk with Burley about that.
They tried. They can't keep me out.
Just grab him by his back, just scruff him.
I'm just exhausted
All right,
now from
come on,
chanting the
along with-
entire time.
Come along with me. Look, off we go.
As you scruff carry the bunny across the road to the feasting orchard.
I start voguing.
Is this where the cake eating contest is?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Phil. You see Marigold, the same dryad that you met when you visited the Calliope in your solo session. She's helping set up different tables and different numbers and getting everything ready for the feasting room. She stops and she waves at you briefly before going back to what she's doing.
I'm gonna wave back and say, "Alrighty, looks like we have a pie eating contest, boys."
Marigold floats over. She is a very beautiful, almost disarmingly so, dryad. Her skin is golden. She's got leaves and vines entangled through her hair as it looks like part of her is wood.
Chad. Down, Chad.
Down.
I'm not doing it.
And she
Iganta's kind of like he's taking your guys' comments to heart. You know, he did this. Maybe it'll happen to somebody else.
Yeah, like a herring god or something.
Yeah,
But
a big fluffy herring on.
as you
Well,
look at
lovely
her,
Miss Marigold, what do we do to enter the pie eating contest?
as your party looks at her, I would like all of you except for Phil and Ventura to roll history.
Oh, damn it. Uh, 15.
14.
DC 10. This dryad looks strikingly similar to the one you saw outside the carnival.
That's why Ganta's not interested. I pay attention, boys.
Does you
Chad
marry her
knows.
sister?
Chad knows.
Don't do that, Chad. I know what that means.
That's a lot of no's.
It is a lot of no's. I know.
Chad knows.
I'm about to say, you probably smelled the sun coming up this morning.
Yeah, I did. I can smell the fart you took last week.
Can you smell what I had for dinner?
Give me a week and I'll find out.
You can smell what you have tomorrow.
This man can smell what the rock is cooking.
Ganta has like a calm expression looking at this dryad.
She's
Kind of
smiling,
arms crossed.
and she's
just-
waving. Mr. Phil, it's wonderful to see you again.
Mari, I'm so glad to be back here. We just happened to float on over, and we're looking to hopefully join and see if we couldn't put a dent in some of the pies you guys make. I hear they're delicious.
Have you played with the cake eating contest before?
I can't say that I have. However, I am no stranger to a good eating contest.
Oh, you'll do just fine then. It's pretty straightforward. You have 60 seconds to eat as many custard-filled cupcakes as you possibly can.
Then this is going to be quite an abnormal event because you're going to go ahead and see me put a walloping on these youngins here.
Is there anything I can help the rest of your group with? I don't think I've met any of you.
Oh, that's Mr. Ganta.
Madam.
That's Mr. Norvian.
Pleasure.
That there's Mr. Hero. And that's the world's second greatest bard, only to me.
That's about me.
I know this.
I would like to point out third in this situation.
Oh,
Fourth.
Oh,
I came first.
Azul? Did you
I
get
normally
into the
do.
fairy wine again?
not the wine. Well, it's a little bit of the wine. Yeah, you're right.
Is it the flask?
No, yes.
Can I have some?
Of course.
Anyone who's worried about this, go ahead and insight check her. She takes the flask and just downs back.
That's another nat one.
Gunta's not.
My flask is free for everybody.
Mind you, I'm still scruffing him.
She
Are you-
shudders
Are you keeping it?
and coughs a little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm keeping it.
Okay.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will do it.
No.
As a father, you recognize that she's drinking to numb the worry. Especially with the conversation you had with her earlier.
You know, Ms. Marigold, far be it from me to harsh on anyone's mellow or to rain on anybody's parade. Sometimes I find the best distraction is things in a more positive venture.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but I do just need to get through this shift. These fairies do have wonderful distilleries.
You know, fair point as you make. I'll check up on you after the contest, and we'll just we'll see how it all pans out. Yeah.
And if you see her, do let me know.
That I will.
She smiles. It's shaky, like she's trying to put on a brave face, but she really is trying. This isn't just for the sake of you.
What is she talking about?
As she walks away.
Well, it's a bit of a mild library. Short to say, it's a long story.
Is there
Everyone
a short
has the
story to
secrets.
tell?
You fine gentleman met a dryad on your way over, I hear.
We did.
I'm gonna let
Fortunate.
that hang in the air for a second.
Just
Was
knock.
she related to her?
Only by blood.
That's a
But
big difference. Or that's
does
that's
she know?
That's a big deal.
Yeah, she knows.
Okay.
You didn't sound confident.
Well, I may have sprinkled a little sugar on top of it to keep things nice.
I'll,
So she
I'll kind of
doesn't-
like if try. I know we're in a crowded place, so it's gonna be real difficult. So I'll just kind of like put my arm over. Is she? It's. Is she? Does she think the hostess is alive? Yes or no?
No, I
I'm not-
explained there was a burial and everything else to go with it.
Okay. Whew.
Out of character. Was there another character or was it just her sister?
It was her friend, not her sister.
Friend. Thank you.
Mm,
They are very obviously from the same race of dryad.
Man,
They are
that
the
old
same,
man, Mary.
They're the same kind of dryad. And yes, you told her about the death because all she knew was her friend had found out that there was something wrong. She overheard Witch and Light.
Yeah.
Her friend tried to leave the carnival to take care of that, and she hasn't seen her since.
I don't know if it's the same, but we did come across a dryad who passed away, and we gave her a burial. God, I hope it's not the same one. I really do, but I don't really know what else to say.
Chances on that are kind of high. We don't have the best of luck in that department.
Should we leave it as it is, or should we let her know what we know?
She's pranced off at this point.
You know, I will not stop you there, my good and close associate. So when you tell her, just make sure you know, real kind, real sweet. Nothing quite helps the sting of loss like being told about it twice.
Trust me, I know. Well, let's shelf that for right now. You got some cake to eat.
No. We got some cake to eat. I'm gonna show you youngins
Yes,
how to put
you
it
got
away.
some cake to eat.
A voice.
Taking part in this.
A voice floats over. Floats might be the wrong word. Drags its nails across the air. If you're here for the cake eating contest, please line up.
Thanks, Raz.
We are
I
going to
recognize
take.
that voice.
Roz is here again.
We are going to take a quick break, and then we are going to get into the cake eating contest.
Let's go, baby.
Perfect.
It's
We're
literally-
back, ladies and gentlemen.
Just-
What are you doing? You're gonna get me in trouble. I have to keep this in now.
No, you don't. Okay, everybody, redo. Wave at Chad real quick.
No, I'm keeping it in.
Okay.
I'm keeping it in.
Wave it again.
Talking about chocolate nipples. I'm keeping it in.
Just remember, your daughter watches this.
True.
I'll make a
Very
separate version just for her.
Oh God.
That
So you
being
do edit
said,
me in and out.
Yep.
So, before we get into the cake eating contest, the mechanics are even more fucked than the snail races. So we're gonna explain this out of character, and then we will jump in.
Full send it. Nom nom nom.
Okay, so the feasting orchard. The goal is to eat as many cupcakes as you can in 60 seconds. It is separated into 6-second rounds, and we are going to do a d20 v d20 roll if there is any form of a tie. So, you can eat however many, you can eat 3 cupcakes plus your constitution modifier safely. You can eat 2 cupcakes per 6-second turn.
Okay.
After you pass the safe number of cupcakes, you must succeed a DC 10 Constitution saving throw per cupcake, or take 1d8 custard damage, which will be subtracted from your overall health.
And don't forget, you guys still have 5 temp HP.
I think we probably all chewed through that by now, right?
You weren't here, Ventura.
Two for a little.
Yeah.
Technically, no,
Norvian.
because you haven't been in combat.
Oh no, I took damage at some point. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I think we all. I know. I took a little.
I think I have like 2. Let me go look at my notes actually.
I haven't taken any damage.
When if your health reaches 0, you will enter what we're calling a custard coma. You will not die, but you will no longer be able to compete in the game.
Ugh.
So, that's how we're doing it. It sounds really simple when I explain it like that. It was not written like that
It
in the
does.
book.
It does not sound. It does not sound that simple.
Compared to how it was written in the book,
Okay.
like, I was sitting here going, you guys are doing the fucking cake eating contest, because I had to figure out how to decode this shit.
Oh, have fun, guys.
Yeah, have fun.
Well, Mr. Gante, you're the custard slinger here, so I think you may want to be the one who goes up against us with this.
Oh no, my friend. I'm still a little just not feeling particularly festive when it comes to this kind of eating competition. I'm not a competition eater. It's more of a sit down, relax, and enjoy my meal kind of man. But I will be here to cheer you on. I promise. You can have all of the fun. Have fun, guys.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, have a good time. We'll be in the crowd.
Hey, wait, again, hold on there.
Me and Hero just walk off.
We just sit down in the crowd. Bye guys, have fun.
Some kind of little bond,
We're here for you.
little weird bonding moment between Hiro and Ganta.
Oh, the entire time I'm staring at him like,
You know why?
I'm well aware.
Okay. You hear Roz's fingernail grating voice over the loudspeaker once again. Anyone competing in the contest, get your ticket punched, then go ahead and take a seat at one of the tables. She punches each of your tickets. And go
Ventura, are you
ahead.
jumping in?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Eyes are up here.
Everyone sitting at the tables
Nice.
is handed a golden liquid. You recognize this from Pixie Kingdom, those of you who were there. This is a revive shot. You feel as you take this shot and you feel as though you've taken a long rest. So you start this competition with full HP.
So am I suddenly hungover then if it's a long rest?
No, you're not actually
Do it.
taking a long rest, you just feel like you did.
I've
Okay.
got the
Wait,
fake curse
wait.
list right here waiting because I know some
is
people
this-
can take some fake curses.
Is this sober? Will this sober up? Azul.
You know what? Yeah, it will.
Will it?
You're
Yeah.
you're now
It's the
completely
sober
sober,
shot.
but you still think that you are the world's greatest bard.
Yeah. Which means I'm gonna take a shot before I start eating your cake. I'm gonna take that drink and then just take a shot with a chaser.
I'm gonna lean over to Norvian and be like, Mr. Norvian, I didn't catch it, but which one of these ladies is cake? They didn't specify that.
Oh,
You dirty
Roz's
boy.
I
nickname.
think this is a different contest than you were thinking of.
I think it may have been.
I wish it was a cream pie eating contest. I'd win that.
Okay.
Well, I made that
I
lore-wise earlier.
Yeah, you did. And Ganta and Hero aren't there, so this is just you guys.
Yeah.
Rated M for-
As,
I
rated
got
M
the
for
fake
mature.
curse timestamps right here. I'm ready and willing.
as
'Cause I know
Ventura
there's gotta
drops
be a
that and
shitload.
attempts to Macarena away.
Mr. Azul, you're not gonna compete there?
Where's my starting spot?
Pick a table is what
Here.
Ross had said.
You
This
sit next
one.
to us. Come on.
All right, yeah.
You look around,
I'll sit with my
and
friends.
the three of you did get a table to yourselves. Each table fits 4 medium-sized creatures, but not every table is completely full.
I wonder if I should put on different kind of music for this.
Completely up to you.
Chef. The Iron Chef theme song.
Okay,
I have to be careful with the music.
that is Platinum Chef, thank you.
Ooh. Oh, got him.
Contestants, grab your cupcakes. As you look down, cupcakes magically begin to pile themselves on the table. Did you just pull an egg out of nowhere?
Yes.
Oh, I could have sworn you were about to do some
Offer
chubby
you a
bunny
nice
shit.
egg in these trying times.
Okay.
I have a whole bag of eggs, yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm looking down because I'm thinking, I look up, I look down, you're not holding anything. I look up and you're just...
Egg.
I thought, I was like, he's gonna do some chubby bunny shit? This is awesome. He's gonna do like authentic cupcake eating challenge. No, it's just a fucking egg.
Okay. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Before we start, we're gonna kill the suspense there for a minute. Azul, I wanted to say Ventura, that's the same person. Azul,
Yeah.
Phil, and Norvian. How many cupcakes can you each eat safely? That is your constitution modifier plus 3. Phil's is 5. Norvian's is also 5.
5.
Okay, so we're going to jump in. We are now at the 3rd round. About 2/3 of the contestants are left. But you know what? So some people have dropped out early. You already see a couple people with custard dripping down their fronts. You guys are doing good so far. You're timing your breathing. You're doing okay. As we enter the third round, you eat your first cupcake safely. I would like you each go ahead and roll your Constitution saving throw for the second.
Saving throw?
Yes.
Ooh.
I look over at Hero. How long do you think they're gonna do this for?
16.
17.
19.
Anyone?
Knowing them, they'll probably go for as long as they'll probably go to the end, even if it kills them.
Want to make a wager?
Sure.
1 gold says Norvian's out first.
Harsh.
There's a reason.
One gold says Norvian's out. I mean, I'd agree with you on that one. That's the hard part. Okay, I'll agree to your 1 gold. Norvian's out first. If you agree to 1 gold that Azul's gonna win.
I'll take that bet. Bam. Let's go, Norvian!
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Hex.
Constitution X.
I'm still kidding. I don't have that.
I was gonna say you're a dick.
Counterspell.
God.
Yeah, you know what? DM counterspell.
Jesus.
It's fine.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
He likes it when I'm mean to him. It's okay.
Who?
You and Remus, to be honest.
I mean, fair. I'm just staring at Remus and hearing your voice, and I'm just
Confused.
If
Sorry.
you own it.
Let me do my best Krista impression.
stop it. Nope.
You're looking so fucking hard.
I have to stand up at some point, guys. I'm not knocking over my computer.
All you see is just
You barely knock over your keyboard. Let's be real.
It's just. Oops.
Chad. you're
Anyways, what
knocking
did you
over the-
guys roll?
They all passed, I think.
Okay, we all passed. Go
17.
ahead.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
it's a DC 10, so 10 and above, you guys are fine. Go ahead and make 2 Constitution saving throws for the next round.
the 2 of them.
Ew. Okay.
It looks like they're all kind of doing rather well.
I mean, we just started.
Okay.
And for the
They're hardier than
entertainment-
the average.
For the entertainment factor, fake curses are not allowed for the cake eating contest.
Aww.
Can I use
Yeah.
guidance? No, nothing.
You
I have guidance.
Technically, you can try, but as a Witchlight employee, you would understand that would go
Yeah.
against the spirit of the carnival and would probably have repercussions.
I probably wouldn't do it anyways.
Full send it.
No,
Fight back, pussy.
I have rules. I have morals.
fight back.
Do you?
I might black out, but I have morals.
I got a 17 and an 18.
I got
Okay.
a 16 and a 17.
I got a 20 and a 9.
Okay, Ventura!
Oh, no.
Roll a d8
no.
for me, please.
Ooh,
Success doesn't give them
ooh.
an advantage.
Oh no. Oh no.
Or D8.
I need Norvian to go out first, not Ventura.
8.
8. You take 8 custard damage.
Well, I mean,
Oh shit.
No,
that's fine.
we're both losing.
That's fine. Oh,
You know, John, I think we both made the wrong bet.
I think we did.
God.
But you know what? We've been surprised before.
As Phil and Norvian still grow. As
They
Phil
grow?
And,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As Phil and Norvian still go strong. Ventura,
And-
Luna, you've got too many fucking names.
I was saying, I do.
Larry, Jim,
Azul falters as the alcohol he has consumed, even though he feels sober, the alcohol is still in his body. He hiccups and is having trouble swallowing. He does manage
Mr.
to get the cupcake down, but he is starting to slow down a little bit.
Mr. Azul, you gotta breathe. You gotta breathe there, sir.
I threw up in my mouth, but I'm good now.
I threw up
Okay.
a little bit, but I swallowed it.
Yeah, I swallowed it and the cake too.
Mr. Norman, you gonna finish that there, or yeah, okay, yeah. Never mind then.
Yeah, no.
Another two.
We're just getting started.
Another two Constitution saving throws.
Inspiration. Monk inspiration.
A 21 and a 7.
A 21. Okay.
11 and 13.
You are safe.
I'm just
Okay.
scratching my
Azul, what did you get?
I'd like a favors, please.
You
You
Can't
can't
take
have
one.
them.
No, we can't do it.
have one.
I had a 1 and a 7. And
Okay.
that 1 and a
Phil,
7.
Phil, you take 4 points of custard damage. Azul, roll 2d8 for me.
Oh
my
no!
God.
Wait,
You're gonna
Who bet it on me? Who bet it on me?
Nobody. We.
I bet
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah.
I would
Yeah,
win,
Hero
and
said
you
you
bet
were gonna
Norby
win.
would lose.
And an 8 again.
Are you dead? Are you down?
How many
Hold
total?
on.
How many total?
20 damage. In the
No, I'm
last
still
two
in.
rounds. You have more than 22 health?
Yeah.
He has
I'm teetering.
26 health.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm teetering.
no.
I'm teetering. I have 4 left.
Oh no!
One
Phil,
slip up.
Phil falters a little as he helps Azul. Azul hiccups again, coughs up a piece of cake, shoves it back in his mouth, and keeps going.
Phil,
Norvian
Phil
is
to-
still going strong.
I need Phil to fail or Azul to pick it up.
Yeah.
I got this, guys.
I need
Don't you
Norvian.
worry. As I'm doing the Macarena again.
I need Norvian to do
Oh.
it.
Just a
Fuck off.
cupcake in each hand.
I'm smashing it like into little balls too while I'm doing the
Oh,
Macarena.
that's what's wrong,
So, like-
dude.
Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, come on, man.
Another 2 or just 1?
Another 2 because you're eating 2 cupcakes per round.
17 and 13.
16 and 17.
19 and a 20. Nat 20.
Yes.
Everyone gets their cupcakes down. There is no problem. Whatever was going on with you, Azul, you have kind of worked out a system. You're taking a shot out of your flask and then a bite out of the shove a full cupcake in your little bunny mouth. You are playing a real-time game of Chubby Bunny here. As you look around, you see that a solid 3/4 of the people have dropped out at this point. Your table is one of only 3 tables left. Go ahead and
Gentlemen.
make your next 2 saving
You got
throws.
it. You got it.
Come on, guys. You can do it.
17 and 19.
God
Oh
damn it.
my God, Norby.
16 and
God.
15.
God, I got a 9 and 20.
Come
Yeah,
on.
No.
I had 2 nat 20s back to back, but it doesn't mean anything in this game.
No.
A 9 and a nat 20.
Go
There's
ahead
4 health left.
and roll a d8.
Oh,
What
this
did you
is
get?
gonna be make it or break it right here.
But you can roll an 8 on every damage
A
roll.
what and a what?
16 and 14.
Okay, you're fine.
What'd you get?
An 8. That's an 8.
And with that,
7.
you can
I
see
got the damage.
Azul's eye, like his ears start to wilt. As you can see his eyes kind of grow up and crossways as he's trying to hold it down. As you
Oh.
see the little bunny feet fly in the air as he falls over backwards. And two little brownies run up and he's relatively small, so it only takes 2 brownies to kind of drag him away to the medic's tent. Azul is out. We are now at Norvian v. Phil.
Oh, looks like we lost, mate.
Yeah, I guess we both lost that one.
So I'll give you a gold and you just give it back. Is that how that
Yeah,
works?
I think we can just keep our money.
All right, I'm just gonna still give you a gold and then just hand it back. Okay, yeah.
There you go, I guess.
So I'm gonna take 1 gold out of my inventory. And I'm gonna add in a gold into my inventory.
Okay.
I'm gonna have 1 gold marked as Ganta's gold, and then the rest mine.
God, Fuck you,
So
Spencer.
I believe we are at 5 out of 10 rounds.
Good God.
You're at
6. Okay.
6?
You're at 6 rounds.
We've done
6 out of 10 rounds. No, you're on the 6th round.
We
for
are
roll.
on the okay, I was correct, but we are on the 6th round. So, Constitution saving throws, gentlemen.
God, you couldn't even last 3 rounds? What are you, Ganta?
I know, right?
13 and 21.
At least I had.
Oh my
I'm-
god.
I've got an 11 and a 19.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Constitution saving throws, gentlemen.
Norman, we're gonna be here forever. This is the
Crank up that DC. Crank up that DC.
We
I
ate
got a
food in the
9.
Bay realm. We can't leave.
I got 2 9s. I got 2 9s.
I got-
Norvian has
I got-
gained confidence. He's going so quick and so hard, and he gets one that is just so dry. When he tries to swallow this cupcake, he starts coughing. The custard does absolutely nothing to help how dry this cupcake is. Go ahead and roll 2d8s for me.
I got a 4 and a dirty 20. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my D8 for that.
A 2 and a 7.
You take 9 points of custard damage. You take 4 points of custard damage.
Dang.
8 points altogether for Phil.
What
And
are you
then
up to?
9 for
Just know everyone's numbers.
Sean, what round are we on? I'm very lost track.
Someone needs to be the autistic here.
I missed it.
Oh my god.
Look, autistic can't do numbers. Somebody in this household has to.
I'm not the numbers
Oh.
gay. I'm the art gay. Okay?
Oh my God.
Listen, on Saturday, I'm going on a date with a woman to a coffee store to do arts and crafts. Do you think I'm straight?
That's not what we're laughing about. Oh, please continue. My Appalachian Mountains are kicking in.
My Asperger's are kicking in.
We're going into round what? 8? Constitution saving throws, gentlemen.
My aquarium.
18 and 17.
You're
13
fine.
and a 3.
Go ahead and roll a d8. You take
Oh.
8 points of custard damage.
God. Animate that.
I'm also the autistic that's obviously missing the joke here, so someone explain it to me. Are you out, Phil?
Yes.
And with that, Norvian, you are shoveling cupcakes in your mouth, and as you are not paying attention whatsoever, you hear a horn go off and confetti start to fall as you have won the cake eating contest.
Oh, that was an avalanche of emotion.
Oh my.
I want to see if I can make
Oh
it to
my-
round 10.
Oh, come on. No need to show off. You
You know
won.
what?
Okay,
Fuck it.
fine.
I'll let you do it. I will let you do it. Because it's only 2 more
Goddamn
rounds.
Lord.
So, 2 Constitution saving throws for me.
So while he's doing that,
13 and 12.
13 and 12, he still makes it. 1 more round.
13 and 19.
You made it all 10 rounds
He made it
without.
all the way.
You made it the entire way without taking any kind of custard damage. So
He
for
took
that,
one.
You're
he
my
took
boy,
one
dude.
hit.
You took one
I
hit.
took
God
damage.
damn it.
You did. You took
Yeah, I
one.
took 2 hits. 2 hits the same round.
That's right. That's right. But god damn.
nice. I know, right? What a
Jesus
badass.
Christ.
Dude, I aspire to be just like you.
I'm gonna go over to Norvian and say, you know, young sir, you might hail from nobility, but
Oh,
you eat
Phil,
like a
honey,
commoner,
baby
and that's
boy, you're unconscious.
oh, that's right. I am
You're
in
down.
a temporary coma.
Yeah, in my conscious stupor, I'm like, anomaly.
Okay, we have to let them in on the joke. 'Cause This is gonna go for literal weeks, and they're just gonna be like, "What the fuck?" So,
All right. Okay.
I don't know when, but it had to have been like a few months back. Luna's at my
yeah.
place, and we're just drinking, having a good time. We do like try not to laugh and have some drinks and whatnot, right? And I don't know how it started, but somebody made an autistic joke, and then from then on, go ahead.
It was a TikTok. Like, oh, they must be artistic instead of.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're artistic, not autistic.
Yeah. Oh,
And for
like
some
this, they
reason,
must be artistic.
we just lost our minds with that because we're drunk. We lost our minds. But then we just started going down the rabbit hole of making everything about the letter A. So everything that had to do with the letter A, we just lost it.
Yeah, so artistic, altruistic, like anything with that, like
bro, my aquarium.
Yeah, my aquarium.
For some reason, it just works. Oh my god.
They must be aquatic.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
man.
see, exactly.
It's something in the atmosphere.
It feels.
In an avalanche of appendages, Bill tumbles out of his seat as 6 brownies drag him over to the medic tent.
That's my boy Norfian.
I think we need to go collect our dead.
When you get to the medic tent, both
I
of
bet
your
you he
friends,
feels so accomplished.
both of your friends are once again conscious and coherent. When you collect yourself, Azul. God damn it!
I'm alive.
You are once again, for probably just because I feel like punishing Ganta now, for the first time in years, because I feel like punishing Ganta now. Ganta, you walk into the tent, and for the first time in years, you see your friend Azul completely sober.
You're right there, mate. Sorry, we're just having a laugh at this. It was pretty intense. How you feeling?
I have tears in my eyes. I don't know why.
Did you? Are you all right? How's your stomach?
It's pretty clear. But surprisingly, I don't feel as full as I used to.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wow.
Just if you have to heave over outside. But congratulations to Novian.
Oh, is he the winner?
Yeah.
Novian, you have been presented with a crown with a fey cupcake on the tip of it, as well as a sash that reads "The King of Cakes."
Oh,
Yeah, he looks rather attractive.
this deserves a
I'm
shoey.
going to point to everybody, and I'm going to say, now you have to accept that I am royalty.
Right, mate. Just because you want a competition, does it make you royalty?
It says king right here, and I have a crown.
Can I burn the sash?
Wait, he also has a sash. Wait, no, he has a gossamer.
Yeah, I have the scarf.
Yeah.
And you are
And-
still wearing a fluffy crown and a toga.
Yeah. That's a dress? Is it still a dress?
Technically. Toga. Alright. So we have one last thing to do, and we have a little bit of time before the crowning that we're gonna have to figure out, looking over at Phil.
Or do you
No,
think
I'm
we should just...
I'm still laid the fuck out.
You have
No,
been, you've been
Somebody to help him!
Wait, no.
No, Phil, you've been treated in the medic tent. You are once again conscious, and you don't feel like you've eaten a shit ton of cake. Like you've been
I'm gonna
treated.
pretend-
The carnival is
Yeah.
taking
I'm
care
gonna-
of you.
We're all
I'm gonna
clear
pretend
now,
to-
Mod.
I'm gonna pretend to,
lay
yes.
out. Okay.
Mr.
Go
Phil,
ahead and
are
roll
you?
deception.
And I'll look over at the medics. I was like, have you given him his shot yet?
Can I roll performance?
Yes.
Oh my.
Have you given him his shot yet, like you did for Ventura here?
26.
26.
Oh my god.
Oh,
As
Jesus
far as
Christ.
you can tell, Phil is dead.
Gentlemen, and I'll look over at the brownies. I was like, gentlemen, have you given him his shot yet?
He's fine. Or at least he was
And I'll
about
just kinda
20 seconds ago. I haven't been paying attention.
Mr. Phil, you up there?
Wait, do we need to do like
Mass-produced
some kind of
flame.
CPR?
Has produced
We can-
flame.
You can't produce flame.
I'm just gonna come closer and closer with flame to Phil.
Are you going to light a fire under his ass, literally?
Yes.
I'm just gonna like.
Okay, I saw that. Wake
Alright.
up.
Mr. Phil,
Want to
you
go on
lost.
the roller coaster?
it's
Hero,
It-
roll
it's all right.
persuasion.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap Hero and give him guidance while he's doing that.
oh
Alright.
Okay.
Oh wait, do your thing, mate.
Where's my 4? Plus 6 plus 18.
come on, numbers man.
Phil, as you are laying there pretending to be dead, what you hear is the child that never got a childhood asking you to go on the roller coaster with him.
Oh.
That's fucking evil.
I didn't mean for that.
Oh,
I
you,
had bet for that.
I did not mean for that, but hey.
Yeah, no, let's go ahead and get there.
Phil just
Oh.
pops up ready to go, and
Are you all right, mate?
Oh yeah, I just
You took a minute.
didn't want to hop up for a second. You know, my back felt really nice, and it was nice to be kind of relaxed for a moment.
oh yeah, nice.
Now,
he
which-
won, by
which-
the way.
Well done, Mr. Norvian. You know, nobles usually eat with a far more picky and disdainful taste, but you know, you can put it away. There might be more than nobility to you than you know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, when money's not an issue, you can eat a lot of food and get used to it.
I'd like
You
to
know,
say
sometimes it's less about what you eat and who you eat with.
This is
Ganta
also
will
very...
remember this.
this
It's a little something for the audience. Ganta will remember that.
Oh
is
man.
very on brand for the character that you built to with your basis, Spencer. I'm so fucking happy that it worked out that way.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Someone
I'm
listened
glad
to our
it was.
podcast.
Right? Right?
Not like he was there or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Out of character. I'm sorry for causing Phil emotional distress.
That wasn't you, dude. That was Harley.
That's all. It works.
I'm not sorry for causing Phil emotional distress.
She's gonna cause me more emotional distress now just to prove a point.
Listen, this
So,
is the man that looked me dead in the eye and said, I want to feel so much pain that I question our friendship. I'm just
This is
fulfilling
truth.
that promise.
that is on record.
So
That is on record.
As you look at this hopeful young Fire Genasi that never got a childhood, he just really wants to go on the roller coaster. And you know what? It is all the way on the other side of the carnival. But you have about 45 minutes left before the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch, and you're pretty sure you can make it.
I'll tell you what there, Mr. Hero, Mr. Norvian. I'll race to both of you, and I'm gonna sprint. Full sprint, full actions, full sprint. That's 50 feet of...
Anyone who wants to race Phil, make an athletics check, and you're checking against whatever Phil rolls. You have to beat Phil.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna lightly
Oh,
jog.
God.
I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna lightly jog.
22.
That 20! That 20, baby!
Oh my god.
I gotta start writing these down because I have a net 20 sound.
That's a 7.
Oh my god.
Phil, you start trying to dad jog. You're going for it, but you're still kind of sore because, you know what? You've just been laying down for a while, and when you get to our age, that's enough. Stares at Chad and 28 years old.
How much are you talking about?
But as you're
Woman.
doing it, you're beating them. But as you look over, you can just really see how much both Hero and Norvian look like they have to prove. And you starts slowing down a little bit. Roll performance.
Oh boy.
I see that because I'm just jogging. I'm not.
18.
18, more than enough. You very convincingly slow yourself down as Hero and Azul, because he's got the little frickin' bunny feet, he's more hopping than running.
Boing,
Azul,
boing.
Norvian, and Hero all fly past you. Remind me what your rolls were. Norvian, you were 22. Azul, you were 20.
Nat 20.
19.
-1, so it's 19.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Hero and Azul are neck and neck. They're running. And Norvian, you are just a hair, ahead of them. This
Nice.
is my dumb rabbit joke for the day. As you, I would like all three of you to make an athletics saving throw in order to stop.
14.
3.
18.
Azul and
Hero.
Hero stop just fine. You kind of slow yourselves down. Norvian, you were so focused on the fact that you had friends that were doing stuff with you just like because they wanted to. You did not think to stop until you are about 3 feet from the entrance, and you roll head over heels, landing flat on your back in front of the mystery mines.
I'm gonna jog up nice and slow. Mr. Norvian, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think you may have failed testing gravity there.
But I won the race, and that's what counts.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. That is a fair enough point.
Yeah, come to think of it, Chad, like Norvian has been kicking ass in this carnival. I don't think he hasn't done anything he actually like tried to do. Like he beat the shit out of the goblins. I think he did the fantastic on the ring toss, the pixies.
He's a pretty
The
well-rounded character, the way we built him.
yeah, he's been
Yeah.
beating
Yeah, I
the
had a
shit
lot
out of
of
everything.
That one's Azul.
Azul.
Azure
He's
sky.
got 14, 13, 14, 15, 10, and 13.
Sean Connery. If my voice does not get you laid, you have my pity, guaranteed.
Put it down, Chad.
Down, down.
Yeah, down. Yeah. Little Chad.
Propelled by magic, mine carts laden with fairgoers trundle into an opening carved like a dragon's mouth. The carts reappear moments later on the far side of the attraction, with the passengers expressing a mixture of bewilderment, fear, and excitement. Near the entrance, a male dwarf dressed like a wizard shouts, "Unlock the mysteries of your mind in the Mystery Mine." He has bushy eyebrows, wears a pointy hat, and holds a large clockwork contraption shaped like a giant eye.
Right, so this place is utterly terrifying.
Do I know
like
the
it.
dwarf?
From what I've
Heroism.
been told, that's the point.
Do I remember the dwarf?
Go ahead and roll at disadvantage.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is he still drunk?
I'm always drunk.
He's pretty
Well, I
much
started drinking
perpetually
again.
Drunk.
Oh,
He
Yeah,
might
yeah.
not
I was
be
sober
drunk
at the moment,
now,
and
but
then
he
I
was probably
drank
drunk
again.
then.
The question is he sober again? Not is he drunk?
So what is it? 6 and what am I rolling?
History.
Oh, 6.
6.
Flat 6.
You've got no fucking clue who this dwarf is.
I've met him, but yeah.
I've worked with this guy for 3 years. I don't know his name. Best friend I ever had.
Facts.
Flask in hand. Who the fuck are you?
So, Mr. Hero, this was one of the ones you wanted, right?
I mean, I just overheard somebody talking about a roller coaster and that they had fun on it, and I don't know what that is, so I was like, yeah, let's go check it out.
I tell you what, you take the seat up front and we'll all be in the ones behind you.
Sounds good.
Sure.
This ride costs 1 ticket punch to ride. Who would like to look into the great eye of Zafixo? As
Yeah. We know the ordeal. Go ahead and punch. Pop.
He does punch your ticket, but he does not let you on yet. Hold up there, good gentlemen. Are you going to look into the eye of Zafixo? He's wearing a name tag that says Zafixo on it.
I'm gonna stare into his good eye.
I will stare
Are
into
you
the
staring
eye.
into, like, his eyes or the big eye?
His eyes.
I'm gonna go right into the big eye.
He stares
Her
right
big
back. Ganta, you stare into the... Anyone staring into the big eye feels
Big eye.
Why not?
a presence in their mind. It fades rather quickly, but it is very unsettling.
Well, I don't know if that's a good sign, but I did not like that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. What did we sign up for?
Maybe it's just one of those things in the carnival that just it's scary as fun.
It's been a long day at this point with everything we've experienced. Sure, let's go with it.
Thank you, gentlemen.
What's the worst that can happen?
The eye
Yeah.
of Zafixo sees all. And he motions
You see this
toward
dude?
the cart.
I got Spencer.
All right, that's Mr. Hero up front. We're gonna go ahead and do probably Ganta. Why don't you share a seat with Mr. Norvin, and then myself and Mr. Azul will take the back here.
I think I would feel more comfortable for right now taking a seat with Ventura.
All right, there. I'll switch you for Mr. Norvin, and then we'll buckle up, and then we'll get going.
I'm gonna offer him a drink before we go.
Just for ease, this is a cart that could
if
fit
you'd like
3
one.
across the front, 3 across the back.
Oh, so it's me and 2 other people, and then
Oh,
So you can split
Okay,
the
so
5 of you
3
between
and
the 2
3,
bench
yes.
seats.
3 and 3. So me.
Me, Ventura, and Hero. We'll be in the front.
Okay.
okay.
At the front? Okay.
And then Phil and Norvian are in the back.
We can
And
handle that
Rabbit?
one.
The magically the bar clicks into place and you feel yourselves jolting into motion as you hear
Take a drink if you want one! It's gonna be fun!
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
the dragon's mouth.
Norman! You want a drink?
I'll take a shot.
Let's fucking go!
Ah!
I would like you all to roll initiative.
Oh!
Oh.
That I did not
Fucking
expect
send it,
that.
baby. Hold on, let me get in my initiatives.
Cash a check. That I might have overcashed a check.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Phil,
I
is
fucked
that
that
a
up.
1?
That's a 1.
Okay.
I'm good, baby. I think.
Okay. 20 to... So I'm just going to start counting backwards. Stop.
Yep.
Raise your hand when you get there. 20.
21.
21. Okay. So, I need my paper.
I need my paper.
Oh,
19.
God.
18. 17. 16. 15. 14.
Oh, sorry. 15.
14.
Are you sure he's the one that can count?
No.
He's probably the one that can count the best.
Forgot about my initiative modifier, not gonna lie. So I was just like, as she was counting, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I had to look at my sheet.
13. 12. 11. Wonderful.
And then it's just me and Phil, and I got 8.
10.
Phil got a natural 1.
So that's Ganta and Phil. Fantastic.
Let's fuck him up.
Now, this is going to
Wait,
be
we don't know what's happening.
for across the board. I would like... now, we'll do it every time, because that's more fun. As you start hurtling through the darkness, you feel the cart pitch downwards. You're accelerating. You can't see anything, but images start to fly past your face out of the darkness as you realize you are in you don't know if it's a hallucination or a memory. I would like you all to roll a Constitution saving throw.
This is the Willy Wonka boat ride.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That
dude, my
is
face
that
is so red.
I'm so sorry. That's a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom.
Oh,
Wisdom? Okay.
3.
Picking up a 3, my lord.
Number 3.
Anyone
12.
Anyone who rolled 12 or above is safe. Anyone at 11 below is not. Azul, please describe how you would be experiencing your worst fear.
The memories. The memories are coming back in my head.
Just for your narration, to you,
God.
it feels like you are living this. To the rest of the party, it looks like you're watching him live this, but you can't physically do anything to help him.
I see a field. I see a field in front of me. The best, timeless field anyone could see. Untouched by anybody. Nothing but nature surrounds it. The trees glisten in the background. And then it all shrouds to dark. Dark vines rip around everything, tearing the trees to pieces. The animal starts decaying.
As you look up, you're standing in this clearing, completely alone. There is not any kind of life, except any sign of life, except for a few burnt and decayed skeletons wearing druidic garb. I would like everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
16.
Okay, 12 and above is always safe. Hero, you don't count for this one, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, now, those of you who failed your Constitution saving throws last time, you
Wisdom?
have...
Constitution
yeah,
or
that's
wisdom?
what I keep
Gotcha.
saying Constitution, it is Wisdom. Go ahead and give me a D3 roll. Or a D4. It says D3 in the book, but I don't know if D3s exist.
They do. Trust me, they do.
I
Have you ever seen a D2?
You said if we failed the first round and not the second round?
just for the first round, if you failed, you're going to take
Okay.
one. So what we're gonna do is,
Okay, yeah.
if you get a 4, just re-roll it. So 1d3 levels of
1d4 minus 1?
Yes, 1d.
1, 2,
Well,
3.
1d3. I'm doing it my way
Okay.
because technically, if you did 1d4 minus 1, you could roll a 1 and then get a 0. So if you get a 4, just re-roll. You can only get a 1, 2, or 3.
So, who's the math one now?
You are going to take 1d3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, shit.
So 1 for me.
Alright, give me a second.
I'm going to say if it is your fear, you are going to automatically take that level of exhaustion.
Good
Okay.
God, what kind of fucking ride is this?
The 1. Yeah.
I'm
I've
sorry.
beat it before. I've
I'm
done it
about to
once.
beat the shit out of everybody. What is this?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like, this is Chad. Like, we never did this in my campaign. What the fuck?
So I do not even. Do I even have a?
Probably not. But
Just roll a
I do not.
d4 and
roll a d4. If it comes up as a 4, re-roll it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just keep rolling until you get a 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair.
I got a
fair,
1.
fair.
I got a rock.
2.
An avocado!
That is that is the
An
number
avocado.
of levels
All
of
right.
exhaustion you're going to take. Hero,
levels of-
the scenery begins to shift and change. Go ahead and describe your worst fear.
I don't like this ride anymore.
You picked it, bro.
I know. I'm sorry.
They
Have
can't possibly
fun.
know where they're rowing
Alright.
or how fastly they're going.
You're gonna see the outer walls of a city. Stone like outer stone wall that protects a city. And Hero's going to be slowly limping towards it with a compound fracture, bone sticking out of his arm, blood down the side of his face, being met at the city gate by the entire most of the population of the city, and then being turned away and the door closing as they call him a demon and a monster.
Villagers are screaming and yelling, but you notice more than anything, the ringleaders are the masters of the town, the nobles tasked with protecting it, are screaming demon, monster, abomination, as they turn a bloodied hero away. I would like you all to make wisdom saving throws. You automatically fail. You take a level of exhaustion.
Okay, I meant one. Alright.
10.
16.
Huh?
16.
As long as
16.
you're above, as long as you're at 12 or above, you're fine. If you are at 11 or below, D3 for me.
Yeah,
Just
this
say
is a
cool
weird
people.
ride because if you get so many points of exhaustion, you just straight up die.
Yeah.
There's mechanics for that.
I know. It's just one of those. It's so weird.
Levels. My
Good God.
If I did it again, I'd lose.
So essentially, what you're going to do is, it says exhaustion. I'm going to change this mid-ride because it doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
And I don't want you guys to die.
Yet.
psychic damage.
So yeah, we're going to turn it into psychic damage instead.
What kind
We're
of
still going to
fucked
use
up
the
ride?
1d4. We're going to go 1d4 psychic
God.
damage. So whatever you have in exhaustion, just convert it to psychic.
Oh, okay.
Temporary hit points are almost gone.
Yeah.
Wait. For the people
I would
that
like
already...
to speak. I'd like to speak to the manager. Where's
We're
Lathe here
trying.
with the CEO?
It's kind of the next thing we're doing is talking to the manager.
We need a Karen. That's what we need. We need a Karen fake hearse.
Where's
This
the
is dumb.
manager?
I mean,
I
there
hate
is
this.
one that says I can pick what happens to you, and it does not specify that I have to pick from the list.
Wait, I just have a question.
Ooh.
We're all watching these terrible fears unfold in front of us, right?
You are experiencing it as if it happened to you. The rest of them are watching it like they're watching a movie.
Oh,
So they see what
Oh, it is a
we're
Willy Wonka thing.
experiencing.
well, that's
Yeah.
depressing.
They see what we're
Seen
experiencing.
it.
Clip that scene.
Noravia,
Spoilers.
the scene begins to change. Go ahead and describe your worst fear.
Okay, so I am, believe it or not, actually also walking back towards the palace. As Norvian walks to the gate doesn't lower. And he shouts up to the guards, "That's Norvian, let me in." And the guards look down and say, "You're not welcome here anymore." And I look up at the guards and I say, "This is a bad joke. I'm really want to get back in, have some food." And then the king walks up onto the top of the tower and just shakes his head no, and I don't want to get into anything more spoilery than
And
that.
as you watch Norvian be cast out, you see him stripped of his status. Not in the same way he's been stripped now, but stripped in a way where people know what he used to be. And because he isn't that anymore, everyone turns away from him. No one will look at him. And without his status, he finds himself completely alone. everyone roll for your wisdom saving throws. Except for Norvian, just go ahead and roll your psychic damage.
Okay.
Wisdom
Safe.
saving throw.
18.
Natural 20, baby.
Me too. Nat 20.
Gonta.
4.
So, real quick, there might be a little bit of a retcon here in, like, I'm not entirely sure. Not this session, because this is the first time I've been using this die. I thought the star on my Dragon Ball die was the natural 20, and I just rolled natural 20, and it shows the number 20. So, at some point in the campaign, I've rolled natural 1s instead of natural 20.
Oh no! What an
gave me-
idiot!
Yeah.
Gave me loaded dice.
Jesus.
At some point, it hasn't been today, but at some point, I've rolled
No, you did
natural-
it. You did it last session. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Minus, was
I
that
do
a...
remember seeing the
I've
one.
been using my stone dice this time, and then I was just like, yeah, I'll try the Dragon Ball and see what happens.
Dude,
Was
you
that
just
a Road to
admitted
El
that.
Dorado reference?
No, it's just straight up like
It
so.
fucking
literally
was,
every other
wasn't
die that I
it?
have.
No. You gave me loaded dice?
Loaded dice.
You gave me
Uh.
loaded dice! You fight like my sister. I fought your sister. That's a
Fuck your
compliment.
sister.
That is such an underrated movie. I love that is what happens when you let a
Deep cut.
bard and a rogue go on an adventure together.
Smash
Yeah. Literally
You know-
every die that I have is the star is the biggest number except the D20.
Have you not looked at your dice?
Apparently not. So that's
Oh
a
my
thing.
God.
Anyways,
You know-
so
Again,
I don't know.
would
if
like to
there's
say
something-
who's the number one? Who's the numbers person here?
Hey, look, I could have kept quiet, but I believe in being a man of my word, Chad and
You
Gonta.
could. You could.
Gonta.
So
Wow.
As the scenery changes, it shifts and melts, and you start to recognize it. Go ahead and explain your worst fear. Everyone else roll your wisdom saving throws, so we're already ready.
So what you guys
I
see
did.
is a when I say elegant, it's the medieval the D&D version of elegant. Stone table, stone slabbed kitchen. And you see Gonta, he's a younger guy. He's only like 25, something like that. Roughly 18, 19 years old. You see him working on, you're not sure what kind of dish it is. It's like it looks like a steak and potatoes kind of dish. And he starts adding some extra garnishes. And you see this man, long, black, braided beard, slick back, braided black hair, like almost like those Viking braids, but it's straight back. Wearing his chef's, like master chef's formal attire, so kind of similar to what you saw Gonto when three-piece suit. Way more elegant than anything that you've seen Gonto wear. You see him come over and he takes the steak by hand and he just chomps at it. He gives Gonta this disappointed look, and you hear this man scream at Gonta about how trash this is, about how he'll never be anything more than just a waiter, a busboy. You might as well just go back home. Your family shouldn't have given you that knife. You'll never be welcome at my table. Takes the dish and slams it up against the wall. When Gonta goes to pick up the plate and he cuts his finger, he looks up and he sees hooded figures all wearing different royal crests. And you see him get his meal stepped on by those same hooded figures. And that's it.
And as you have felt with the rest of the floor, everyone watching can feel Gonta's heart not only sink, but feel the fear and the desperation, but also the disappointment at once again doing his best. He put everything he had into this meal, and once again, he still was not good enough, even at his best. What did you all roll on your wisdom saving throws?
19.
18.
Still, in
Oh,
the
one?
interest of not killing you, I'm going to turn that into a 9 for free. Go
Oh.
ahead and take 9 psychic damage. Or wait, no, I did that backwards.
No.
Wait,
I did that
No,
backwards.
that's the same-
I did that
Yeah.
backwards. I did that
Phil had
backwards.
a,
I
Phil
got
had
too lost
19.
in my own descriptions. I'm
Oh,
already trying
Hero
to
had a
figure out
1.
what to come up, because I know what Phil's is going to be. I was trying to figure out how I was going to embellish. If you got a 12 or above, you're safe. If you rolled an
Okay,
11
yeah,
or
yeah.
below, roll your d4 for the psychic damage.
Alright, Hero.
I don't
I'm
think I like
out
this
of my
ride anymore.
temporary hit points.
Temporary?
I don't think I like this.
We had some food in session 0. I had some temporary hit points. I just finally
You
finished them
still
off.
have those?
Yeah, they
Damn.
last,
Yeah.
they last until you use them or a long rest.
We
Yeah.
have done
Yeah.
neither of those
So-
things.
I am
Well, we
now
did
back to my
combat.
regular
It's
health.
we never took damage.
Yeah, we kind of
Is
just
it-
murked
is it-
things.
24 hours?
I took 3 points of damage, and then I just used up the last 2 that I had on this ride.
Technically,
Nice.
since the combat, it has not been 24 hours.
Yeah, that's nice. Good spot.
I'm surviving.
The,
I will survive.
We'll survive.
the,
Hey,
the,
yay!
the grounds begin to shift and change. The kitchen begins to blur and fade. As you've been going through the loops and whirls, you feel the G-force as you finally start to even out. You're almost at the end. And then as it changes, you start rocketing down another drop as Phil begins to experience his worst fear.
The scene before you is a lazy set of rolling hills dotted with purple and yellow flowers. A river carves its way through, bubbling and streaming gently. A small cottage is nestled into the side of one of the hills, kind of tucked away. Wild goose and a couple of goats meander about the front, and a younger Phil, stockier, barrel-chested, broad-shouldered, stood up straight and fit and kind of toned from some form of difficult or physical manual labor. You can see the cottage door behind him opens, and a woman stands there with a child on her hip. He smiles as he begins to walk down the pathway and open the gate until he sees a heavily armored individual approach. They exchange a few words before the armored individual presses some sort of rolled parchment into Phil's chest. Phil opens it. You can see his face sink, and as he turns back, the cottage appears to be cold and empty as he enters and begins to approach a chest that has layers of dust on it. And as he looks up again, he is standing before what appears to be a red, simple painted barn, bodies strewn about, shakes his head once or twice as he begins to once again turn his attention to the chest.
Does he open it or no? Please describe what's inside the chest as the dust falls. Phil looks at his handprint on this chest as he slowly lets his hand fall from the now open lid.
Inside the chest is dented and well-worn armor. A standard longsword. Engraved in the hilt is a name. It reads Molly. He turns it over in his hand, and on the other side of the hilt it reads Rowena. He dons his armor, sheaths his sword, and stands. And as he exits the cottage once again, the road and scenery goes from the front of his simple, tucked-away cottage to the long marching road that a crusade would take.
Go ahead and roll through this with the saving throws.
DM question. Those royal crests, were any of them from my memory with my repression? Would any of them from my memory be the same as Norvian's?
Oh yeah, because he has seen that now.
Okay.
He's seen royal crest, but his looked different. His was very golden and green. You remember mostly reds and oranges and black gold.
Okay. 19.
Anyone with a 12 or above is safe. Anyone with an 11 or under, roll your psychic damage.
I've been rolling like a champ, boys.
I got a good one this one.
I was gonna say, I guess I should ask the same question about Hero. The nobility that Hero dealt with having any connection to Norvian's family.
I'm going to let you and Spencer work that out because I don't.
Wait, what are we working out?
Wander. How's this? Hero,
Okay.
did you ever go to, in your backstory, did you ever go to anywhere that was elvish?
I would say no, because also at this point, if I would have recognized it, I would have probably been really pissed off.
Yeah.
20 minutes
Yeah.
ago at
That's
the
why I made the
carousel.
comment. That's why I made the comment about like repression. Spoilers. This is it's a repressed memory.
And
So if
no,
it just
no.
happened to be that singular
Okay.
crest, then something would
It's
have
kinda-
happened.
Remember,
Just kind of popped in my head.
You remember mostly like, what I would call the common races that all races can be common, all races can live together, but mostly like the humans and the dwarves and the ones that
Okay.
usually don't live out in the middle of the woods by themselves.
Okay, yeah, that'd be humans. Fucking human.
As you once again hear as the cart comes to a stop and the roller coaster ends.
Never
Fuck
need to
this
see a
ride.
roller coaster for the rest of my life now.
I remember why I don't do it anymore. Fuck!
Ventura, is this normal?
That wasn't quite worth it.
Every
Yeah.
time.
I
It's
want
every
my I
time.
want my punch back.
That was awful.
But I was blacked
Um,
out when I did this last time, so it makes sense.
As you're walking around, you once again see Palasha. She's
She being
not-
like toted around in like a small fishbowl.
She's
Cool.
There's a river that winds around the entirety of the earth.
Oh yeah.
She's swimming
Okay.
in the river, and she's trying
That
to
makes
wave
sense.
you down.
I'm gonna
Guys.
approach.
She, Phil, did you ever get a chance to meet her? She's actually very sweet.
I played the accompaniment.
That's right. Yeah.
Nice.
Still trying to get over the drunk Chad.
Yes, hi, Miss Palasha. You needed us for a second. How can we? What you got?
Gunda's just gonna look over at the dude real quick and be like, "Terrible ride. Fuck off. 1 star. Bye."
Zafixo cannot see you. He's very busy trying to be the center of attention. This is
Yep.
obviously someone with, like, main character complex, peaked in high school. This is all the attention he gets now. He's trying to milk it.
Oh, so Chad in real life. All right, cool. Thanks for her.
Milk these.
Except, Chad didn't come up with a worse fears roller coaster.
He just came
Yeah.
up with dick
Yeah.
jokes.
At
Got a
least not
point.
for this campaign. Anyways,
It's wonderful. Candlefoot has his voice back. He said you were to thank for that.
oh, I'm glad.
We played a small part.
Thank you so much. I did mention that to Burley when I last saw him. He should be coming right along, but I did want to say thank you so much. As the mood of the carnival raises 2 levels, and the mood peaks. The night seems to glow. The moon is at its fullest. The stars twinkle. The atmosphere it is lively and joyous as Burley the Bugbear lumbers up to you.
We've
Burley.
been looking everywhere for you.
He's not that hard to find there, Fun. Mr. Burley, how's your night been?
Well, it's been interesting since I last saw you, Phil, but there's something we gotta talk about. Management
Well,
wants to
all-
see you. All of you.
Oh god. Am I gonna get fired?
As Burley starts
No.
to lead your entire group.
Ventor, I think being fired is the least of your worries right now, mate.
To see Mr. Witch
I
and Mr. Light.
expected.
We are going to take a quick break, and then we're going to finish up this session. Okay. A bugbear
we got it.
wearing
We're good.
Okay.
dungarees, fairy wings, a helmet made from a jack-o'-lantern, and carrying what looks like an empty box approaches you. You know him as Burley the Bugbear.
Burley.
Hello again.
Burley's a big boy.
Burley!
What brings you over this side of the carnival?
Well, we got something we want to talk about. Management wants to see all of you.
Does this have anything to do with your brother?
He
Or-
doesn't say anything, but the look he gives you says no.
Upper management.
All right. I guess we go.
All right.
I'm running with the comedy. Phil tries to make an escape,
I'm gonna try to mongoose.
and
I'm
Burley
gonna add 1D mongoose roll.
just reaches over and scruffs him and picks him up by the back of his bikini. This thing is unusually strong
Oh.
as he carries Showgirl
I forgot he has a
Phil
bikini.
by his little human scruff in to meet Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
I immediately go on the defensive.
Burley leads
yeah,
you to
okay.
a circle of
I'm silent.
wagons. Leaning against a particularly ostentatious wagon, the same wagon that Phil here snuck into earlier tonight,
Allegedly.
is an aging clown with a painted grin. He puffs on a bubble pipe and glares at you as the bugbear, ignoring the clown, opens the wagon's door and ushers you inside. A flamboyant elf grins from ear to ear as he welcomes you into the wagon with the theatrical bow. Please come in. It is a delight to see you all again. As you remember, I am Mr. Light, and my associate, Mr. Witch. He gestures to Mr. Witch lounging on a bunk. It is immaculately made. As Mr. Witch nods at you, but says nothing. He pauses though, and looks at Azul.
My eyes shift down. I'm trying to avoid eye contact.
You've been dipping into the faith booze again, haven't you, little Harry?
I can't help it, sire.
Come here.
I stand in front of Azul.
I'm not going to hurt him, Gauntador Mount. But I would like him to stop dancing.
I can't help it, sir. It's what I'm made for.
Azul
It just feels natural.
I look over at Hero and I kind of give like a nod, hoping he's picking up what I'm putting down.
I'm trying to contain it.
Do you walk up to Witch?
Yes.
He puts his hand on your tiny fuzzy head. As a gold shimmer runs over you, you feel a cold shiver as the fake curse drains from your body. There, now we can have a productive conversation.
Thank you, sir. Oh, it isn't.
I have told you there is no need to be so formal.
I am but a loyal employee.
Well, I do appreciate that, though I do wish you'd stop drinking on the fly.
I'll definitely do my best. So,
Now,
definitely do my best.
it seems something has gone missing.
Yeah, this is why we talked to you at the beginning.
Something else gone to dorm. We're missing the crown of the Witchlight monarch. Your group, especially you, young hero, have done an extraordinary amount for the mood of this holiday. I need that back. And I would like you to find it for me.
How important is this? Is this a powerful thing, or is it more formal or ceremonial?
Important enough that I'm willing to honestly and truthfully answer whatever 5 questions you have should it be returned to me. I'd start.
Maybe do it. It might be worth it.
Ganta can't lie, guys.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to tell the truth. He just can't lie.
You know, we can go ahead and do our best to locate where and whereabouts it may be. Wouldn't you agree to that, Mr. Gunter? We'll do our best to find out where it's at.
Roll deception.
Oh.
I am a bard, so it's something I might be good at.
I'm
So I've
gonna
got a plus
nudge you
one
with
from-
nudge you with guidance. Get going there. Nudge, guidance.
So I've got a +1 from the wings, and then a +1 from the drink from Red Oak or Redwood or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a +6 plus the 4.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah.
21.
Both elves stare at you. Their demeanor does not change, apart from Light breathing almost an unhideable sigh of relief. He's really trying, but he is not containing his relief very well. As Witch looks at you and goes, "Bring it to me within the next 20 minutes, and start with that damned pet peeve."
I'm not
Copper
entirely
pot,
sure.
right?
I'm not entirely sure if 20 minutes is enough time to cover this entire carnival.
He pulls out his pocket watch, and as he does, Light pulls out something you've never seen before. It looks like a weather vane.
Okay.
He holds it in the palm of his hand as it begins to spin and glow, pulsing just as the watch in which his hand does. You feel time slow and slow and slow and stop. As you look outside the window, everyone outside of this carriage has frozen in their tracks. People mid-drink, people mid-laugh, people mid-bite of fairy cake, all frozen in time.
If you could do this, why choose us to search this for you? It could be anybody, and you choose us.
Well, I think it might be because we've contributed quite a bit. And they're just looking for someone to be a little more helpful, right? Because that's what you want. We help you keep the place nice and happy, and
I do want to help.
In order for the
Just
magic to
curious.
work, Light and I may not affect it directly. Outside of the ceremony, Light and I cannot lay hands on the Witchlight crown, which leaves it up to bumbling parties to find for us. And right now, you lot are seeming rather competent. And I do enjoy when competency is on my side.
What exactly does the crown do?
Persuasion.
Nice, nice.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. 18.
It grants the status of the Witchlight monarch. I've heard through the grapevine that you lot are looking for prisoner. That status is worth something, prisoner. If that crown does not touch your head, you don't get it.
And let me guess. You'll only help us if we find your crown for you.
Find the crown, I'll answer questions 5. It is really not that hard to understand.
I'll do your best, sire. I'll look for the crown.
so
Thank
just to make sure I understand it right, we get you your crown and you answer us any 5 questions you got.
Honestly and truthfully, yes.
How do we know you'll hold up your end of the bargain?
I think it's a faith thing.
He extends his hand to you. Norby.
Novian, don't do it.
So,
Won't you
I
say-
assume that I do not have the ability to try to cast message back to Ganta without being perceived, because I'm so close, right?
You can, but I would have you roll. Wait,
In full Lathier fashion, I'll actually
No.
reach out in front of
No.
Norvian and shake his hand.
That's somatic
You-
for message.
You
it's
suck.
somatic, so you would have to
Yeah.
say something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Lathier did, and I'm taking a page out of Lathier's book, and I'll reach in and grab.
He takes your hand. Ah, taking after your missing friend. Dante, you feel a shiver of magic run through your body as you've just made a fake hand.
Yep, and he hates it. But he's happy about it.
He's always happy about this right now.
So let's go find this.
I'll kind of look at
We
my
go.
hand for just a second and have like this disgusted look on my face.
Ew.
Ew!
Ew.
Wash his hands.
Get out of this.
I would like you to roll perception. Yeah, perception.
That's a +4. No, maybe.
So everybody else
Just
or
roll.
everybody?
Just
Okay.
Phil.
Everybody
Yeah,
can
it's +4.
roll, but you would have to tell Phil what you see in order for it to mean anything.
12.
18.
Alright.
Anyone?
Yeah,
I'm-
what are we rolling
Anyone
for?
who's
I'm too busy
higher-
shaking.
That would be perception. Anyone who rolled higher than a 17 and up, you see Mr. Light is obviously anxious, and he keeps looking at. It looks like a normal wall.
I have no idea. I'm just dumbfounded and still borrowing
Insight on the
holes
wall
into
or arcane
Mr.
check on the
Mr.
wall?
Witch.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Azul's just looking down, felt still like nervous.
Ooh.
Still nervous, just doing his
Okay,
thing.
Arcana or Insight? Which one?
Well, what are you casting on the wall?
I'm not casting anything. I'm trying to do a check to see if there's anything going on with the wall.
Are you trying to check
Investigation.
for magic?
I guess so. If it's just a normal wall, I would be trying to check for magic.
Like a
Arcana?
detect magic.
It looks.
Arcana?
Never mind,
It looks
never
like a
mind.
magic wall. I'm misspeaking. It looks like a normal wall.
23 on Arcana.
Okay. It's a
Oh,
normal
damn.
wall.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so
Cool.
I'm gonna go up to Phil. I'm gonna whisper in his ear, Phil, can you distract Mr. Witch for a second? Just distract him for 1 second. And I'm going to, hopefully, while you could distract him, if he's able to, I want to try to use message on Mr. Light if Phil is able to distract Mr.
Phil,
Witch.
roll performance.
Yes or no? No context, just party vote. Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes.
The only
raise your
reason is
hands.
because
Yes, raise your
the only
hands.
reason is because Ganta's staring dead
Oh,
soul
then,
into him.
yeah, the majority vote.
I
Yep.
have an idea. I think I know what he's
I have an idea too.
Yeah.
I want it to go.
doesn't
Dad
want
wants
it.
it to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's. Yep. There it is.
There it is.
Witch's eyes darken.
I pull my hand away.
Now, what was that about you being bound to the word by Fey rules and all that, Hawktu?
To be fair, all you said is we had to find it.
Look at that,
You
Mr.
can
Witch.
see that
I
Witch-
found it.
Witch is no longer feeling nice, but he is bound by his word.
Agamemnon could never.
So in order to to keep his deal, but also get a little bit of a jab in at Phil, he steeples his hands and goes, "Well, would you look at that? Molly would be proud."
I reach out for Mr. Witch's hand and I grip it tightly and I say, "First question,
Pulling
me."
it out of the steeple.
Yes.
Athletics, please.
I'm not gonna use Dragon Ball die because that fucked me.
A 1 is not a 1.
Athletics. Ah, fuck.
Athletics. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
13.
no.
Huh?
13.
13? He got an 18. His hands do not move.
Hero
Then I'll just
knowing
put my hands on his steepled hands and say, "First question, me."
Ask.
Hero knowing the Bill's history with anybody talking
That's
and seeing
exactly.
his reaction.
Yep.
He's gonna step and look go face to face with Phil and be like, "Not right now. I understand, but not right now."
Can I roll? I don't want to be a dick. Can I roll intimidation? Just for the factor of it.
Yeah.
I'll roll against you.
That's fine.
Let's go. I'll roll against you.
Alright, yeah. 1v1, maybe?
Oh, this is not going to be good.
I think we're. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a.
23.
Actually,
19 plus 4.
real quick,
got it.
DM.
Damn!
Real quick, DM.
Yeah, I rolled lower than you because I'm
Jack?
plus 4 as well.
Deal with the devil on that athletics check.
Chad.
18. It was an 18 versus a 19. I hate you.
Chad.
We're both just
gonna-
angrily standing off with
For
each
those
other.
watching who have forgotten, because we haven't talked about it in a while, the deal with the devil is a house rule.
Yeah.
Chad here can turn his roll into a natural 20. However, that means at any point in time, I can cash in that deal with the devil and turn any roll he makes into a natural 1.
This is the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I
This
am
is the
actively
first
making
one.
sure, since he did the Molly thing, we all saw his memory. I don't
Yeah,
want
we
the
know it.
attention. I don't want his attention on Phil. I 100% want his attention on me.
Oh god.
DM.
You. Yes?
Sorry, Remus. Deal with the devil.
Oh, you slimy son of a bitch.
Wait.
I don't have a sound
24
effects for this. I don't have an overlay for this.
24 to 23.
God.
Hero out intimidates Phil.
Oh, two of the same.
I don't have a thing, guys. You just gave me so much homework.
You have to make one now.
I have to.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a flame sound or something.
Ooh.
Honestly,
I don't know yet.
I say just leave it. Let the weight of that deal speak for itself.
I mean, that is what it is. It's itself. It's its own binding moment.
Hero.
Phil is going to lay a hand on your shoulder. And for the first time since being able to actually see him, he's standing at his full height. His chest is broad, his shoulders are broad, and this is the muscular feature of someone who's not worked in stone but worked around combat. And just very, very closely, he's going to lean in and say, "Not much stands between that which I want and myself. Are you truly going to put yourself in the way?"
Hero's temperature is going to rise, and in response, I have stood between monsters and many different things. I don't mind standing here.
I'm going to leave my hand there just long enough and then pull it back and take just one half step back.
First question. Me. As I'm putting a little bit of pressure. Not like
What I'm gonna say is because you did succeed your check to pull his hand out, you have him like by the meat of his thumb. He is twisted around like this. You have him in
And
a
I'll-
submissive position, and you can tell that pisses him off. He likes
I'll
being
let
in
him-
charge, and you've taken that.
I'll let him go.
Ass.
Now that we've established what we can do, since we're so capable, what is the easiest, fastest way to getting to Prismere?
Through the mirror in the Hall of Illusions. Next question.
Gents, or
How do you pass through the mirror?
You have to have a special phrase. That's
I know where
it.
this is going.
And what would happen to be that phrase so we could pass through the mirror into Prismere?
Now you're catching on. Granite.
We'll catch some hands in a minute here.
Hither, thither, here and there, yonder, wander, show me where. Better write it down.
I hope somebody remembers that.
I'm gonna take keen mind.
You're not gonna say Gonto will remember this?
Gonto won't remember this. I pull out the wizard puzzle. Gonto, remember this.
2 questions left.
All right, we have 2 questions. Is there anything important?
I
What?
have one. Go ahead, Phil.
What does the Hourglass Coven hold over you as leverage to keep you in compliance, as far as the deal you struck with them?
The most I can tell you, based on the rules of our deal, is that I can tell you nothing. Wait. There may be a way around it. Let me tell you the story. As he speaks, he weaves the story of 2 young elves. One of them, colorful, gay, has come for money, but is expected to take on the responsibility that comes with money, whether he wants it or not. The other, coming from nothing, building his fortune himself. Together, they opened a carnival. Deep in the Shadar-Kai, out on the edges, far from any other plane, the Shadar-Kai carnival revolves. We've heard tales of something called Witchlight, magical and bright. However, no one came to visit their carnival like the stories of Witchlight. Until one day, they come across a beautiful archfey woman named Isolde. Isolde offers to make the deal. We need to see who the greatest carnival caretaker is, myself or you. Until our carnivals meet again, I will handle Shadar-Kai, and you can become rich and light. When we once again meet, the ownership will revert.
Gonto, remember this because that's what Lathier said.
Can I get the last question? Do you guys mind? Is my secret still true?
Your secret will be real. I'm not. Harley, the DM, is not completely sure what you need. Can you message it to me on Facebook so I can answer
Oh,
this
yeah.
directly? There's a couple things
Oh,
you can need
yeah.
with that, and I
Oh,
want to make sure.
I'll just mute him. Yep, now he's muted. I can't hear what he's saying.
Hold on.
Can everybody?
Gonna mute him.
I don't know how.
Oh,
Yeah,
You right-click on him.
Right-click
and then
mute.
hit
okay, yeah, that'll be easier.
Okay.
Oh,
No one
Alright,
can
he's
hear?
muted.
Okay, no one can hear.
Nope,
He's muted for me.
he's muted for me. So while he's doing that, what's up, guys? How you doing?
I can
Welcome to
still
the
hear you, and I need
YouTube.
to hear what he
We-
can say.
I know, yeah, we can still hear you. We can.
I love all
He
of
can.
you.
Okay.
I love all of you. The reason I'm saying that is all of YouTube can still hear him, and it ruins the moment. So everyone unmute him, and please message me.
Now I'm gonna
I
continue.
will do. Yeah, I will do this.
That makes sense.
I'll do
The
it
one
on
brain cell.
Messenger or
Hey,
Discord.
this is why I have a
Facebook
10
Messenger,
intelligence.
Because Discord just will not, for some reason, work for me if I'm in a call on another device.
All right.
Oh boy. Well, that was a moment.
Oh, the moment's still going, bro. We're still in there.
I know.
Depending on what happens, there's not going to be a fight, but depending on what happens, some shit might go down.
And I would like
I'm gonna
to
rest
remind
my
you
hand
while
on the
he's-
sword that's not there.
While he's typing,
Yeah.
I will remind you, he promised to answer 5 questions truthfully and honestly. He did not say that you could not attempt to persuade him to answer more than 5. You are only
Yeah.
guaranteed 5.
Could be one of those things like, yeah, I told you I was going to answer 5. I didn't say which order. Because that's what Chad would do as a DM if I did this. Because I just love fucking with people.
Oh, I have
Oh, you asked 20 questions? 5 of those are true.
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun. Well, okay, fine. While he's doing that, Mr. Witch, I do have one jarring question. It's nothing personal.
I accept it.
I don't see why you wouldn't want to answer this truthfully. Is taking care of the hags going to save the missing children?
He looks at you and does not answer yet.
Is anybody
Secret,
carrying a
little dragon. The last I heard of it was safe. But that was many years ago. And as for you, Dauntadorian, why do you care?
The dryad that we found on the way to the carnival. She was the first sign that things were not what they're supposed to be. And it's only going to get worse. And as much as I don't like festivities and public areas and swans now, I refuse to accept innocence being destroyed.
He's going to insight check you. Roll a saving throw, please.
Okay.
Which is, remind me which skill insight is?
Wisdom,
Wisdom?
I think. Yeah.
Okay. He got a 19.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh. Ooh. There it is.
The only thing he has to go on is that which he knows of your character. Earlier, in the booth, he thought easily that if Hero had attempted to attack Mr. Light, you would have taken him Hero down, even though he's in your party. He has seen how you helped Candlefoot, Palasha. He's already heard of the deal that Hero has struck with Diana. He knows that you saved the gnome. He knows that you attempted to rescue pretty much anyone you've come across so far. You see him think as he's choosing his next words very carefully. I do not know the fate of those children. I, your light, can do anything to save them. However, if the hags were no longer able to operate, I believe no more would be able. I know is they take what they need. And as he says the word need, you see him cough very slightly as he wipes the tiniest little bit of tree sap in the corner of his mouth.
I've seen this one before.
Tree
Who is it?
blight.
Who is it that has a binding on you?
Three.
The coven in its entirety.
Or the third wit, or the third one named to us.
He's watching
Is it-
Phil very closely.
I'll look at Phil and then I'll look at Mr. Witt. Deal's a deal.
He's going to insight check you again.
Doesn't matter what I roll because I'm being truthful.
Yeah, fair.
He got an 18.
He can see that I'm telling the truth.
Here's the deal. As he, right before he clasps your hand, he goes, and one other thing. My brain just blanked. I'm so sorry. I had 2 different. My own moment.
No, you're fine. This is a lot. You guys stop.
Oh god.
Let me get back into it. I've got it.
Yep, that's the
Okay.
natural 20 sound effect, baby.
He's holding Dante's hand, staring you dead in the eye. This man is a little taller than you. He does give a very imposing figure. This is what you see staring down at you.
I'll take it.
Okay, yeah. A ringleader of sorts. One that lived.
Shut up.
And another thing, Dante Joy. The Witchlight monarch goes a long way. But the one who is crowned must be absolutely deserving of that power. You do well to remember that.
Give it to Hero.
It is a very, very wonderful thought. I do hate to bring it to you. Light and I have no control over who gets crowned Witchlight monarch. It's chosen by the weather vane.
I'll look over at Mr. Light.
He still looks incredibly anxious.
I see you want some of this attention driven towards you. Do you control the weather vane, or does the weather vane control you?
Now, and he looks at Witch, almost as if asking permission. Witch nods.
Don't look at him, look at me.
Witch does nod. And with Witch's permission, Light seems to relax a little bit. It's not a matter of control. I can wield the weather vane, just as Witch wields his watch. We have been able to do this ever since. 2. However, the vane chooses the monarch, not us. The vane
Is it pointing to anyone now?
will not do so until the dawn of the 8th hour.
If you can control time so freely, what do you say we fast forward to the good parts?
Well, we have one more favor to ask first. This vane and that watch are very, very valuable to us. Much like something else. It is very, very valuable. If you happen to see a very small chest, to return it, will you? I would like everybody to insight check Phil right now.
I can't lie, so I'm saying I'm keeping my mouth shut. Damn it. Wait. Oh, okay,
19.
never mind. Said insight.
Oh,
I said
15.
insight.
Oh, you're right.
I looked at the corner of my die and it was a 1. I was like, oh wait, no, that's 11.
30, 20.
16.
Phil,
15.
what did they see?
There's a lump.
Hell yeah, baby.
It's just kind of like tied to the side of the dress.
Phil, where
I
Manaba
wrote-
would hand over the crown. Please, sir.
Mr.
Oh yeah, no, he's got the crown.
Yeah, no, they're holding the crown.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I misunderstood.
He's also excited.
The crown has been placed back in that glass display box that Burley had been carrying when he came to get you. Yeah. The lordling, the Salkin, and Gleam's shadow. Old acquaintances of yours, I've heard. They tend to have sticky fingers. And if they have anything of mine, I want it back. It's just that simple.
If they have it, we'll bring it back. And then I look around and Phil's just like, ah, fuck.
We could have bargained for 5 more questions.
I'll hold out my flask.
Remus, are you joking, or is Phil actually
Nope.
pulling out the box?
Phil's pulling out the box.
Oh god.
There's nothing more I'd like to know.
I'll step back.
Until you set down the box, the rest of you had your assholes fucking clenched because Witch and Light looked ready to attack.
Now, see, I've done a little bit of attention paying here and there. You struck a deal to see who could run which carnival better. And then you struck another deal with a coven to help you do so in some way or other. You have some magical attunements which give you the abilities to influence the space around you, and stuff is going missing. With your permissions, I have to assume, to some nature or manner, otherwise you wouldn't allow it quite so freely. The fact of the matter is you have a magical portal way of one type or another, which probably isn't a code, allowing these creatures and things to enter and leave upon their request, and it's affecting everything from your employers all the way to your customers. That's just bad management. How am I doing so far? Am I on track?
I've never been more excited to talk to Remus.
You see, this is what we here would call a rhetorical question. Now, here's what is going to happen. I'm going to have to wander myself on over to yon, hither, thither, and here and there, in the places over there through Prismere, because I've got something I've got to do. And the happenstance fact that it's going to help you in the long run, I want you to make sure you understand, is purely coincidental.
Are you talking to Witch or to Light? One is in front of the party, one is behind the party. They are on opposite ends of the carriage.
I'm going to kind of like
Flip
back and forth. Yes. I can't be very threatening doing this. But I'm going to...
What you're seeing is Witch is sitting like this. His eyes are set. He's conveying no emotion. He is staring you down like you are his prey. Light looks like he's angrily about to shit himself.
I've done all my things, guys. You guys can take over the
As-
role play.
As Phil finishes up, the temperature in the room drops. All of Hero's flames have doused. The anger from interacting with Phil and watching him get pissed off and having to calm him down dissipates almost into a cold rage.
Now-
Could I? Oh wait, if you want to say something, because.
I'm yielding back. It's all yours.
All right. Can I roll for intimidation?
Yes.
Now, the smartest thing for you to do here would be to give that fancy schmancy little headpiece to the pointy ear. That you don't control it. I'm well aware. Let's spin the weather vane. I haven't played Twister since college.
Spin it all you want. Until the ceremony, it will not make a choice.
We have 20 minutes, according to you, right? And with all due respect, Mr. Witch, speed it up.
This is very interesting. Doctor, Phil, Hero, Norvia, even Azul. You had 5 questions. And not one of you wanted to know where your dear friend Laker went.
We'll find him on our own.
The Feywild's a large place. Prison
Oh, we're
is
going
not
there.
what it used to be.
We're going to where he's going. We'll find him.
And with all due respect, I don't think the Witchlight Carnival is what it used to be either.
At this point, Hero breaks his silence. On my intimidation roll.
Let's go!
Describe
I have to put an image when it
Oh
happens.
my
You're-
god.
Hero's going to turn to Witch, completely ignoring Light. He doesn't care about Light at this point. Although he doesn't understand how Phil feels about his family because of his upbringing, he understands that something hit such a nerve that standoff was necessary. And he turns to Witch and goes, I am done with your games. I am done with prizes. I am done with all of this. We're going to go to Prismere and we're going to find our friends. And if you think of getting in our way or making any more deals or promises, the promise I will make is to burn this carnival into the ground. And then I'll go to Shadowfell and find that one too. You don't mess with a person's family.
Got his
And
hands go in his pockets.
As he turns to walk out the door, he's going to look over his shoulder one last time and go, and I'll see you in 20 minutes for my crown. And walks out.
I would like all of you to roll insight.
I don't understand family, but you don't fuck with family.
19.
Family. 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 Family.
11.
Family. Family.
Ooh.
12.
19.
11.
What are we rolling
Yep.
for?
Insight.
Insight?
As
Yeah, I mean-
Hopefully above a 3.
As you all
Sorry.
leave,
11.
as you all leave, every single one of you sees something. So that's what it looks like when Mr. Witch smiles.
I'll be, if it's all right with the table, I'll be the last one out.
That's fine. I'm in the front.
No problem.
Hero,
I'm steamed as it is.
What?
in the back of your head, you hear Mr. Witch's voice. We're going to go far, young Fire-Genasi. And I believe you might actually have what it takes to help us out. You will not be deterred. And And that is why I'm willing to trust you. After the crowning ceremony, you will meet Mr. Light and I in the Hall of Illusions. I'll see you in 10 minutes. The world seems to shift and rotate before your eyes as you find yourselves standing in front of a grand stage built in front of the feasting orchard. Mr. Light is mid-sentence, Mr. Witch once again melting into the background in his chair. As Mr. Light stands on stage, standing in front of that same grand circle that he'd hung from the ceiling during the Big Top extravaganza. Come one, come all, to the crowning of the Witchlight monarch. Who will it be? Who has done the most good for this carnival? As he talks, you look up and see the Witchlight vein hovering in the air, darting around as if it's looking for something.
Firefly from hell. I'm gonna lean over to Hero. You know, young man, you made the right choice, and those aren't always the right ones and easy ones to make, but I want you to remember something. Even when you only have bad choices, even when all the choices you have present are terrible and difficult, you still have to choose.
The crowd
Here,
is,
just nod.
the crowd is buzzing. Everyone is getting more and more excited as a countdown appears in the sky. 10, 9. The little drone is buzzing around, zipping back and forth. 7, 6, 5.
I'm gonna pick up the herring gun so we can see.
It seems to zero in on someone in your general vicinity as this thing flies over, hovering just above your group. 3, 2. A spotlight shines on Hero. We have our Witchlight monarch! The crowd goes wild as from the box on the back of the stage, the crown floats into the air as Hero is ushered on stage with Witch and Light. The crown is placed upon his head. He's smiling and waving. I would like everyone to roll insight.
8.
13.
22.
Wait, are they
16.
rolling inside on me or on?
On you.
Oh, do I have to roll in a?
I was
Again?
going to let you pick the DC.
I'll roll again, but just for
Are you
fun.
trying to hide how happy you are? You like me. You really like me.
Well, shit.
Everyone wins.
Hey.
Hero.
Nice.
All right.
Here, we'll use Gonta's sound effect for now.
God.
All right.
As they look up on the stage, you see a smiling Fire Genasi. This is a young man who has worked so hard to get the praise and recognition of his peers. But as you look at him, his eyes look empty. Hero, what do they see?
can't describe what they see to relay it in a way. As somebody who always thought that his adventuring would be, and the adoration of crowds would be the thing that he wanted most. Finally achieving that in a way here at the carnival is not satisfying. After what happened at the minecart and everything that's happened so far, what should be a crowning achievement is just empty.
The crowd's
Well, Mr. Hero,
I'm on stage. I'm like 30 feet away from you.
The crowds part and go their separate ways, running to enjoy the last hour of the carnival. There's groups of girls and giggling children stopping. You lost that mentor, remember? That got taken away from you by Mr. Witch.
I know.
He's so upset.
he sounds sad.
I just really want to do
You just want to
I'd like to
dance.
cast.
It's just him doing his thing.
I'd like to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance Fever,
Yeah.
but only with bad '70s disco.
The fax machine.
Fax machine.
As you see, groups of giggling children, gaggles of girls, all trying to take pictures with Hero, the king of the Witchlight Carnival. As Witch and Light glance back knowingly and vanish into the Hall of Illusions tent.
All right, guys. This is what everything has come down to. I am never getting on a roller coaster with you again, Hero.
Breaking free from the crowd here is going to walk over, and just look at everybody and go, I think it's time to leave.
I think so too. We got Aletheia we gotta find. We got children to save. We got things to find. Apparently, we have hags to talk to. We got.
Oh, ain't gonna be much talking. I'm sorry, my friend, but
I'm kind of on the same boat with you. But let's go. The Hall of Illusions. Let's get out of here.
Hero. The minute you step off the stage, a pixie flies up and gives you a bit of information. It's a little note that reads, Charm of the Monarch. You can sprout a pair of beautiful butterfly wings. As long as you have the wings, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed, and you gain a +5 bonus on all charisma-based ability checks. These effects last for 1 hour. After you use this charm 3 times, the crown will vanish.
Okay, I was about to say, holy shit.
Oi, oi. You had a great time in the Pixie Kingdom.
Yeah, you did. Jesus. You horny dog, you.
Jeez.
Hero quite literally dicked his way to the throne.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, God.
He can dick his
Hey,
way
if you can't sleep your way to the top, you sleep your way to the top.
Or the bottom. Both are great.
That's just because you're short, buddy.
I'm always bottom.
Wait! That puts the Eiffel Tower in a much different light!
Wait, was that?
No,
was
it's
that
the leaning tower of Azul.
Leaning Tower of Azul.
It's a little
He got
bunny
leaned
spit
on.
roast. It's a bunny spit roast.
It's a bunny spit roast. Take that.
Oh no.
I'm horny now. Anyways.
Alright.
So we
The
make
Hall
our
of
way.
Illusion.
We make our way to the Hall of Illusion. You dumb, stupid bitch.
Oh God.
Harder, Daddy.
So if somebody spits from the top of the tower, does it just land on your back?
I mean, honestly,
Well, it depends if I lean back or not.
is he on his back or his front? This is very relevant information.
Is this an alley oop? You spin it and like slap it down.
Conversation we were
Oh
talking
my
about.
god.
Anyway, it's getting late, y'all.
We
Alright,
need
let's-
to
Oh,
stop.
yeah.
If he's-
Postmortem.
Okay.
If he's faced up, it's called a canoe.
As Witch and Light move through the Hall of Illusions, the reflections in the mirror show them as blooming Shadar-Kai children, with your own youthful reflections following behind. Soon, they call you to a halt. The mirrors now reflect everyone's true age. Mr. Witch addresses you in a hushed tone. Everything you for this specifically. He is going to lean in to hero. Everything you see and more lies beyond this mirror. If you need to step through, then stand in front of the glass and repeat over. Hither, thither, here, and there. Yonder, wander. Show me where.
Oh, not like Granddad's gonna be on the other side. Hither, thither, yonder, where?
Hither, thither,
Thither,
here,
here,
and there.
Jesus.
Yonder,
Hither, thither, here and there.
wander,
Yeah.
yonder.
Yonder,
Show me where.
show me where.
The glass ripples like liquid. Young Fire Genasi, I would ask that you go through last. The rest of you will proceed.
Oh no.
I'm going through.
You
Do we all
run
have to say
face-
individually,
you
or is it?
run face first
No.
into the glass of the mirror?
Say it. Everybody has to say it. We just say that everybody said it.
Yeah.
Mr. Phil, here, allow me,
Goddamn
please.
1-star fucking carnival.
Hither, thither, here and there. Wander, yonder, show me where.
Was one of you actually smart enough to write it down?
No.
I'm gonna stumble it.
You wrote it down and still ran into the mirror?
Character.
Okay, go
Called
ahead.
role playing.
I know we said
Everybody
that we
go.
were gonna stop referencing Evantress, but I want you to know you are smarter than every single one of the Evantress players. None
Yes.
of them wrote it down.
I don't think. Okay.
We're not doing a very good job.
I run into a mirror.
We're gonna make it worse.
As Danta
Stop
steps
it.
through. As Danta steps through the mirror, you feel as though water is pressing around you. As he steps out into the mist, his figure fades until he vanishes into the dark.
Hither, thither, here and there. Yonder, wander. Show me where. And I'm going to step through.
You feel the same as Danta. Norvian, Hero, Azul, you watch as Phil disappears into the dark.
Go on ahead, you two.
I'm gonna attempt it.
Can you just let this one through? He's too drunk to do it.
Hither, thither, yonder, there. What's the rest of it?
Yonder, wander. Show me where.
Diagonally.
Yonder, wander. Wait, what else?
Show me where.
It does appear that the mirror takes intoxication location into account.
I just kick him through.
As Azul tumbles into the darkness. I'm so sorry. Our
Hero and Norvian.
Hero and Norvian are left, standing in front of the two Shadar-Kai elves.
Go on, Norvian.
All right,
I'll be right behind you.
I'll attempt it. So I'm gonna try to hither, thither. What was after that?
Here and there.
It's almost midnight here. I'm sorry.
It's
We're
okay.
almost done.
Hither, thither, here and there.
That's fair. That's
Hither,
fair.
here and there, yonder, wander, show me where.
The mirror ripples and lets you through.
All right. What do you guys want to say to me now?
Mind the rule of three. Future, present, and past. Remember, hero, find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last. Suddenly, you feel a hand on your chest as Witch shoves you backwards through the mirror. You find yourselves in free fall. As you hit the ground,
Ah! Ah!
you realize the mist has cleared. And you are looking out on the Feywild that is hither. From up on the Brigand's Tollway, as you're wandering around, for miles stretching out in front of you is just a stone walkway in what looks to be a swamp, but you can't see the ground. You walk along, you hear something. It's a rock in the mist. You see a small scaled hand reach out as a fairy dragon kobold pulls herself forward. Please, I need help! As she is ripped back and out of the mist, step 10 Herringon. Oi! This is a robbery. Time to pay up. And
I got no money.
and that is where we will end our session.